I gotta know you're not alone. Isn't that right? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, isn't that right? You're serving him like you're supposed to serve him. He'll come through every time just like he's supposed to. Make no mistake, Mr. Yahuwah is your Ukanon every time. You do exact. Sometimes you might not understand how he might move or operate, but it don't mean he ain't working. Isn't that right? It takes something. It takes a special type of person to have a mindset to understand how he works, how he does things without, mumbling and grumbling, without complaining. But that takes experience. I don't expect the average person to understand. It took me time. You have to have a relationship with him. So when things happen, you learn how to consider. You don't consider to a fault. That's a fault. You just consider he operates, and there's always another. It's always another alternative, a way he could have gone, but he chose to pick a different way. Sometimes you might look at something you lose. You might say, "Man, I lost my wallet. Man, I lost $200. That been $200 you needed for a bill too, and you really needed that $200. Man, that $200 sure did mess you up bad." And you think about it, boy, if you'd have lost your eyesight though, if you'd have looked, because there was something else he could have took. Never think it one thing. If he let something happen, it was something big on the table. And instead of that, I just chose to afflict you on this end. But since you mumbling, you grumble, since you wish you'd have never lost it, he said, I know what to give you next time. Because there ain't no satisfied. Just know whenever he let something happen, it's something could have happened worse than that. He just chose to allow that to happen. So you had to consider that. There people all the time. Y'all ride on the expressway, there people, how many times on the road by the expressway you seen people locked down, seen stuff, you say, oh my goodness, that was terrible. That could be you. But instead, he chose to let it be so. If you passed when you saw it, you could have been on the other side. It ain't nothing but a little quick switch. He could have put it on the other side. He could move the accident and say, put it right down. And that could have been you. A lot of times we don't consider things. We are people, a lot of times we want everything just to be so right. The problem is we ain't right. He can't figure it out. How is it the people want everything to go, yes, perfect. You put something on the wall, stop, perfect. Everything perfect. Get 100 on your paper, perfect. Everything perfect. He said, only thing about it, I can't get you to be perfect when it comes down to me though. So he got a problem with us. Man, he got a problem when people can start on everything else, you can be right with it. But you just can't get this right. He got a problem with that. So we're trying to mend it. We're trying to mend it. Because it's broken, it's damaged. When they condemn, once he done condemn you, that means you're damaged beyond repair. You're damaged beyond repair. That's what condemned is. You cannot repair. I'm in the building business, me and Dwayne. And whenever they put a sign that said condemn, don't even think about it. If I go in and once they put condemn on it, don't even have a conversation. They're not talking about trying to fix no. There's no conversation about fixing nothing condemn. You can tear it down. That's the only thing you can do with condemn, tear it down. You can't. You said, but if I go and put some support beam, it's been condemned. That means it's damaged beyond repair. Once they don't let, am I correct, Dwayne? Once they put condemned on it, ain't nothing you can do. In your natural eye, you said, I believe I can fix it. You be a fool. And when you get through, they're not going to recognize it. They're going to let you know you went, because I already done labeled it condemned. Don't y'all know when Yahuwah condemn you, you done? That mean I can't repair you. That's what condemned is. When that man come back and he condemn you, and he tell you condemn, you done. You can't fix it. See, a lot of stuff we take for granted. Right now, we sit in a state where it's kind of critical. Like they got you in critical care. They got the ICU, then they got another ICU, something else, where it's just a little more critical than regular. That's where we at. It's real critical. You can go either way. You don't have sometimes they tell people, right now we monitor. You ask them about the problem, no, they tell you, right now we can't say nothing. We really based off what happened in the next 12 hours. You ever heard that? They'll put, when they put that out, I can't tell you how it's looking. You keep talking. Really, I can't say. We're just going to have to watch this out and see how the next 12 hours go, because they can go either way, and I don't want to tell you something, you hold me to it. Isn't that right? Just tell you, really, all we can do is wait. Don't y'all know what we're doing right now? That's all we can do. These next hour we got with Yahuwah, he let us be here. Y'all want the truth? It's critical. It's real critical. We're in a critical situation. Don't y'all see where the world going? Man, it's bad out here. You find the most serial killer. We ain't never seen that many serial killers. Serial killer will always labor up near California, Washington State. Well, not that they ain't anywhere else, but these are your serial killer, mass murderer. Those are your two top states They're everywhere. See, he'll let you think you done got everything pegged down. They're everywhere. That boy in New York, he would kill it. He didn't limit himself to New York. He came to South Carolina and killed him somehow. See, you think you got it. Yahuwah is showing you, man, it's death all around you. Everybody try to find a safe neighborhood. Let me go here where ain't no busing. Let me go. Listen, a killer, don't you know a killer looking for you? What y'all think, a killer can't get a car? What y'all think holding a killer up a bus? Are you serious? You think a killer worry about a bus system to get him somewhere to kill people? A killer gonna make a way. So you just consider how much we put a lot on ourselves, a lot in ourselves, confidence, or, in our strategic moves and strategies on how we gonna do things, or things of being smart and being alert. If somebody wants you, they'll get you. Yahuwah makes it, they'll get you. The best of them get killed. Like that boy on American Sniper, boy, that was a beautiful comedy. I looked at someone the other day. Beautiful, beautiful. It didn't take long I watched it. I watched the movie, look at it, don't take long to figure it out. I said, yep, it's all lies. They ain't believe me. They had to wait. My wife found a newspaper and shot it to me. Some folk came out and said, man, nothing but a liar. Jesse Ventura said, what? He said, man, I slapped that joker one time, he wouldn't do nothing. Everybody came out just a liar. But I mean, they had to make him look good. I mean, they made George Washington look good. Abraham Lincoln. Everybody ever had Thomas Jefferson. They always make them look good. It's their story. What is they going to tell you? What do you expect? You look at the movie, you say, seriously? I know, but y'all fall in love. You sat down, you let your hind hole open up, and folks just going in on you. Can't believe it. You got to pay attention, realize historically what do they do? That's how they get your fear. That's how they intimidate you. And you fall for it every time. I mean, just calm. Look, every time you watch a movie, when it's a star white man, let me ask you a question. Where's the black man? Where's the black man? Happy sidekick who get whooped up. Tom Hanks, look at Tom, what's that boy? Tom Cruise. Ben Rain. He a fighter killer every movie. He a stupid little computer guy. One time he had to get a simple, he was in the truck. They done snapped him out, one of the mission parts, he on the ground. Like, I'm sorry. I said, nobody whoop him up like that. Now Ethan Hunt gonna get away from him. Old fat man done lost everything. He done dropped the ball. He done been snatched out the van, throw it on the ground. I said, that's how they do you every time. Anytime they got, just like American Sniper, count how many black people you seen in that movie. Stuff you don't pay attention. So let me get this straight. You went to Iraq, wasn't no niggas there. Oh, not caught in that movie. One. I ain't but one black Navy SEAL. Plenty of black folks Navy SEAL. When they show it to you on TV? Full of white boys. Every time. Green Beret. They ain't never seen a black Green Beret. They found out that boy got killed over in Africa. Why they don't show you that? They don't show you nobody black doing nothing. Every time they show you something, they don't show us as drill instructors. They don't show, listen, all drill instructors white. That's part of the psyche. You know, they don't show, how many times y'all seen on TV they show you black drill instructors? I'm sorry, Lou Gossett. I didn't even watch it. It was too far, I couldn't. Yeah, that's right. You know what? It'll pain me to watch it. I'm saying, but I never, exactly, a comedy. Well, that's all they gave you, Lou Gossett Jr., or Officer and a Gentleman. That's it. They don't do now. And the white boy arraigned it wasn't even about him, about the white boy. Isn't that right? What he was, an officer? And what that nigga was? He was enlisted. He was enlisted. Therefore, he was an enlisted man. The movie was about the officer and, so the enlisted man wasn't no gentleman. So I take it the black man wasn't a gentleman. Not only was he not an officer, we have plenty of black officers. They don't show you that. Best you ever see a sergeant. They'll never show it. They don't show. Y'all will know because you've been in. They don't show that. When they gonna show you? They had one black 4-star general they had on down. That joker, listen, his stuff shine so much that it hurt the light. They demoted that joker. That joker went to fly to see Denzel Washington, because most of them don't know about it. He flew up there to see Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington went in his pocket and fixed Walter Reed, which is a military hospital, because rats were in there. These guys landed bed, they got rats in here with them. Military. So Denzel Washington out of that pocket, he paid for it. So he flew up, he wanted to see Denzel, and plus, look at what he did for the soldier. Yeah, they said demotion. Yeah, you government, listen, them white boys do it all the time. All the time. All the time. Listen, they write their own orders. General, who telling the general what to do? They write their own orders. Anytime you start ranking, you write your own orders. You decide where you're going. Let somebody hate you. But anyway, that's how they do. If you black, listen, you can either be moved, you can either be demoted, you can either be put out the way. Listen, it's an all-white boy gang. But I ain't mad at them now. It's their military. Don't get mad. I ain't saying to run them down. Don't come to my house and talk about, man, I went to preach house. Man, preach just in there eating this stuff. Man, preacher not doing what he want to do. Who house you was at? Preacher? Yeah, preacher make me sick. Oh, nigga, in now all of this house doing what he want to do. I'm sick of that junk. I want rights in his house. Now, where they going? You want the same rights I want in my house. How this going? It is fun, ain't it? So how you look when you out there? Who house you in? That's his military. They tell you it's his military. Sam ain't your uncle. Your uncle smoked crack. No good way your uncle smoked crack. That man told him, man, Uncle Sam. That man, look at this. You seen that picture? Pull that picture of Uncle Sam right quick. Let me get I need to cover his military. Come by for a minute. Damn. Come on, get by. Come on, Jahid. I'm just standing right there. Just face up, but face up. Just stand right there to the side. No. Turn around. Back. Come on, Jahid. Back up. They're back right there. That's all. Just stand right there. I don't know. He put Uncle Fester the first. I know Fester the first thing come. Let's show how much they think. Look at that. Blow that thing up. No, that ain't the right one. Get the one that you let. Let's see the one where he wants somebody. Look, turn it off. Show the other first one. Now he look like he talking to him. That look like that man look like he could be their uncle. Why would I tell you? That man, listen, this their stuff. I'm just being honest. Y'all, I appreciate it. And I said it to say this. When we go, we complain about it. The military is not fair. The military are racist. They look out for them white boys. Who military is it? What a Chinese man look like going to join the African army and he complaining about how they look out for Africans? How many of y'all think that'd be ridiculous? For a Chinese to go join the African, join the African army and complain about them niggas only look out for each other. And they don't even respect the Chinese fighters. And they don't even get the ranks the Africans get. You talking about in the African army and you Chinese. Y'all know why that's funny to you? Because that's how blind mind you are. Because you come here and you fight these people, it's their stuff. I try to tell y'all want help. The black man, brown man, all that. Y'all go ahead and let me sit at that table. I get your equal right. Your equal right is going to be we separate. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying in a bad way. You just need to have your own. See, everybody who sat at the United Nations table, those people have a military. They have infrastructure. They produce something. You guys don't produce nothing but poverty. You guys are beggars. You sit around with signs and you ask those people to give you something. Nobody respects a beggar. Y'all see when homeless people, y'all see how everybody start stopping their cars and cutting them off, start getting their wallets and stuff. You know what they look at? I don't respect you. You know what you say? You can get out here and work if you can stand out here. And you ain't gonna believe what white folks say when they see you begging. Nobody respects a beggar. See, it's time to change our ideology on how we done stuff. Stop blaming white folk for everything, because we got a whole hand in this. And how we can end all of the white folk stuff here, let's go ahead and establish our own. And I'm saying that for every nation, then we can sit down and we can equal, because I'm not looking for nothing when I see you. I have my own. See, now we can have a mutual respect. It's not a mutual respect when you're going to keep begging. I can't see you as an equal when you keep begging. So it's time for us to build our own. We need banks that listen, we need to employ people to put their money in those banks. We need to take that banking money and we need to put that money out into other systems, bring that money back, give profits. Those people need to go out and they need to take and build back up. Look at the Jewish people. Don't get mad at them. How many of y'all get Jewish money? I don't already know if I ask. You ain't even try to think about that one, is you? They learn how to make it. You do get, you just don't know it. You spend money, come back to their pocket. You watch the movies, you buy the music, they get your money. You don't get their money. You don't get their money. They get your money. You all in prayer with Jay-Z and all that. You need to go see them Jewish people. Don't get mad at them because they don't use their head. Listen, a minority have built themselves up, and they going, you go ahead and you can have them if you want to. This is all I'm going to do. This, I'm a businessman. If it ain't going to make me no money, it don't make no sense. Let's sit down and you just run white folk down, and we get through that touch in the pocket and see how much we come up with. See, that's a waste of my time. We done that too long. You get all the niggas in the world together, let them sit down and talk. None of them ain't doing nothing. It's not hard. They're already doing it. Follow the blueprint. You need to establish on. If you go open a black bank and it's FDI insured, that means it's white control. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You need to open up something that you regulate. The FDIC don't regulate India's banks, Chinese banks. They don't regulate the European banking system. They regulate your money. They control your monies. They control what you can do. You got to get where you get control of your stuff. I know you get mad at. I've been there. I've been a part of. I want to apologize. I've been one of the people. I spewed the hate. I put it out too. Yeah, you get upset and get mad. Get upset and get mad and do something different though. We water cooler talk. We run our mouth. We don't never do nothing. I'm tired. What do we do? The white man. Oh, and we got some guy got some brogue faking about the white. You said, how intelligent. But we need that. We got the same amount of money in our pocket. None. None of you guys give us nothing. Everybody's selling us something. It's like, why you keep listening to somebody selling you something? When are you increasing? Never, because they can't think. You think I'm the only person to come up with, you have to work and establish yourself. You need a military. Nobody sits at that table don't have a military. They either have a military or they employ a military. You don't do either. You do neither. You know when you see the military, go get a bunch out on that street and the police can't move you. You'll see them and see if they there to help you. They're going to assist you or drag you up that street. You don't have nobody come to you, so nobody respects you. You need a military. You need infrastructure. You need to produce something. You need something you say, I'm going to take my stuff and I'm just going to stay here. Then people respect you. Nobody respects you. You can't do nothing. See, I want to establish something for our people, put something back in our people's head where you can think. Don't kill no more time. Say, listen, this is where I'm at. We can talk about, but at the end of the conversation, what are we going to be doing? How are we going to really better ourselves? We're not. We're going to stay broke. We're going to stay talking. We're going to keep, how long are you going to keep blaming this man? I'm not saying no fault that ain't stupid. I'm not saying some fault ain't there, but at some point, I'm to the point looking at white people, how long are you going to keep doing this? China had been invaded, taken over by the British and Japanese. When you see Chinese, pull up Chinese people, run down British people. They do business with British people. British people don't respect them too. Ain't nobody running back over there. They took that behind whooping. They said, we're done. We ain't taking no more. We got nuclear weapons. Nobody said, you see Chinese people walk around, crackers. How many of y'all know the Chinese people? Anybody know it? Nobody know nothing. Nobody know. How many of you heard say, man, these crackers got, you know who be saying that stuff? Us. The broke niggas. And you don't catch on. You ain't caught on yet. Nobody's your friend. None of these people your friend. I try to tell you over and over how to put stuff together. Make a legion. This is how you work. I told you how Abraham did it. Was Abraham struggling? Was Abraham complaining about, let's go, all the people black, calling the people in Canaan, these crackers got everything. Abraham was rich. He made allegiance. He knew how to operate outside and have his own. They ain't control none of Abraham. Why you letting them control it? And now, why you letting them control it? Why don't we sit down and do something civilized? Sit down and operate the way it's mutual. It's a mutual respect. You want to, that cracker want me to cut my hair. Talking about that cracker job? How you gonna come to my job and tell me you gonna wear, who gonna write a bill tell you can wear what you want? Your booty crack can be out on my job. That's my company. How you gonna tell somebody what you can wear and what you can on their job? Get your own. It's crazy, man. We in bad shape. We in bad shape. We don't know how to follow. We don't know how to assist. We don't know how to build together. We don't know how to work together. All we know how to do is get drunk, get high, and beat our old lady. We behind. Man, I'm telling you something. Man, I don't have time waiting no time, no broke conversation. I already know your conversation ain't gonna go nowhere. It's a waste of my time. We can talk about it. I don't want to do what we're gonna change when we get finished. You gotta instill something in your kids. You have the power on the big. You know how bad it is? White man, when I go down and go get a gun, you know the white man don't come. Hold on, that's a nigga finna get a gun. That nigga can't buy a gun. Fill out the paperwork. I can pay for it in my gun. Here, let me put it on layaway. I'm not interested. These folks let you get anything you want to get, and you still ain't used to do nothing productive. I get it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot Cam. Man, providing for his family, raising his kids, working. I'm gonna kill that nigga. What that nigga doing, working, doing? I ain't gonna kill the problem. I'm not gonna kill the problem. I'm not gonna go apprehend and make a solution. I'm gonna hurt my own people. And then I'm gonna make a rap about crackers. And I gotta talk about hoes. All black women hoes. I gotta talk about that. Man, I'm rapping. You ain't gonna believe it. How I got here. I had a daddy. All black women hoes. Now, the single women who raise these kids, at some point you gotta realize, why does your son feel comfortable enough to make a song that talk about black women are hoes? Because your mama didn't instill something in him. Let's just be honest. Let's go ahead. We dropped the ball too now. We left. We ran off, and some of y'all pushed us off. When you couldn't get the control, the relationship wasn't gonna work, we looked somewhere else. You gave it the good, got pregnant. Then we want to look at something else. Now you run us down. No, your dad ain't shift. Your dad a punk. Your dad everything. So the kid looks like, I look like my daddy. You still negative things in him. He grew up to be negative. He get a woman, he mistreat her. Because of what he heard, he watch you. He watch men, different men with you. He watch you now. You can't do what a man do. When a kid see his dad do, you know what he say? Daddy player. Daddy player. Mama swap up. Mama hoe. Ask your friend. Go tell him to tell your friend. My mama should have had 4 boyfriends. Oh, your mama upstanding woman. Your mama hoe. They gonna have to fight. Who gonna fight somebody? Man, you come on. Man, nigga, your dad a pimp and your daddy got all them hoes. What you finna come on, you finna knock me out, ain't it? The man laughing at me. I tell you, man, your mama a hoe, your mom. You think, and because you know it's offensive, you realize I'm about fighting something that's true. Go figure. We fail. We fail miserably. We fail our young people miserably. I offer a solution to our people. We don't need no guns to go and shoot them. Listen, we'll take our guns, because if somebody come to try to hurt us, I'm telling you, defend your right to live and exist. Listen, no, I'm not praying then. It's a time to pray. In the book, it's a time to kill. It's a time to die. It's a time to live. Y'all hear me? It's a time for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's time for us to start looking at, we need to build ourselves up. I'm saying, when I say separate and what we need to do and educate and what we need to do, so you can get a mutual respect. You know what Chinese people not going to do? They're not going to employ a whole bunch of niggas to come in and teach their kids their language. I don't care how much study I get, how much that I got by Chinese, they not finna let me fly to China and sit down and teach their kids about Chinese people. I'm saying, boy, shut your mouth, nigga. Now they make the lip move, the word come out loud. Now I'm gonna say this, if they get out and one of them jokers come up on me like that, I'm gonna lie to the grave. Y'all hear me? Just like I did that fat girl. That wasn't me. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Listen, yeah, I put my foot on Rick James, on Eddie Murphy couch. I ain't never put my foot on that couch. Y'all listen, no one else will do this. We're the only people. White people are not gonna employ me to sit down and teach white people white history. They're not gonna do that. And you need someone to teach you about you that knows your history. That's just bottom line. Everyone needs to do it, and that needs to happen for every race. Because you need to have something that's definitive about yourself that you know that came from people that know you. That's not hate against white people or anybody else. Look at your values. You have piss poor values. You gave them up. You let people convince you not to chastise your kid. Go and look at when kids were getting chastised. Did we have this many minors in prison? How did you let someone convince you not to whip your kid, and now we have more young men, not all, young men in prison than all the women arrested around the world? He duped us. You got to know how to talk. I do talk. tell you. That's talking. That kid need to know. How many of y'all parents need to talk y'all need to whoop you? That's how you let you know and talk to you, let you know they pissed. Man, they have a word with a hit. Throw your behind and lay it. Our parents were rapping back there. They knew the beat. You weren't getting beat out. You were getting hit on beat. For some reason, they hit you. They knew when the word, that thing hit, when a certain word comes, you're like, you know that's abuse. You know it's coming. And all right, so it's like, we got to go back and restore some fundamental things we lost. In our culture, we just lost a lot. We don't even have a culture. What's our culture? Everybody eats somewhat different. We just sit down, we eat at the table. Man, it was unheard. I remember it was unheard of eating in your room. Well, I take their food. Well, nigga, you don't sit at that table. You might hurry up and try to eat because you want to go watch TV, but you start out at that table. Now everybody eats somewhere else. Like eating in the car. Man, you ain't eating on the car. You might eat them fries going on. Man, if I eat no burger, no car, get your behind. You go sit down somewhere. Mama, even you went and sat down. You went and sat down and you took it home. Man, you eat while you're riding and going. The world just changed. We just going so much. And I mean, we lost a connection. By the time you look around, man, everybody grown. Everybody doing their own thing. Nobody sit down, everybody, let's talk. Kid on the phone, you on the phone. Then on the phone and the watch at the same time, and the iPad. We just lost. We don't have no communication. I'll text you. Her and wife sitting right there, they're texting each other. Did you poop? Nope. Liar. Keep going. Isn't that right? Text argument. All the emojis just took everything out. We had emojis, and what's the other thing called? Gifts. I was so confused. I when I first learned how to use one. They said, preacher using gifts? I was like, I ain't had these people nothing. I thought folks I was handing out something. I didn't know. They just dropped the T. But I'm for the betterment of mankind overall. Everybody do. But you got to have an affection for people that look like you. Because, I mean, it makes no sense. People that look like you, surely, I mean, it's like looking in the mirror and hating myself, but I'm okay with me. I can't be. I got to be good with myself so I can be good with people that look like me. And I see the problem with people that look like me. I had the same problem. Nobody cares about each other no more. People just for the take. Nobody think about long haul. You know what I'm saying? I look at even business. I can do a lot of stuff. I look at long term, though. How this going to work out long term? You know what? The world's smaller than you think. Screw somebody. You don't know who knows somebody. Pop up. Somebody, hey, that's my cousin. He's, oh, shoot. That's my brother. He's, oh, my goodness. World's smaller than you think. And a lot of times we just look at get it for the day. You don't look at long term. You'll cross people again. You'll see people again. So you start looking at, I'm into what I'm doing for, just like salvation. I ain't trying to just get something and get out. I'm in here for the long term. So you start looking at how you build a relationship and what you're trying to establish. Yeah, it's a lot of broken homes, but it ain't every home. So we start establishing, we fix these homes one at a time. Start going in. I'm saying you got to start putting in countermeasures. He told us what to do. When last time you sat and talked to your kid about the book? When last time you just went over and just talked to him about it? Too busy. I got to go. They got to go too. He said, talk with them about it. When he told to train them up in a way so when they old, they won't depart. I said, wow, that's crazy with all the things out here. But if you keep the repetition, it's for it. So what do y'all think they did with Yahushua? Probably never talked with him about it because he was the walking book. That wouldn't have made sense. They was under the Torah, which meant they would have talked with him about what help reinstill and reinforce what he knew. He a child. What's going to be in my mind? Guess what's in my heart? Foolishness. Where to get it out? You see, I know. So you want to pull that foolishness, huh? He said the rod of correction to drive it far from him. You got to get it out. So I got to get it out you. But they got TV show, they got books, read a book. I remember they had a Porky Pig show, and the Porky Pig was keeping the little kid, and the lady went to work. She was on construction work. It's a cartoon. And they don't show back then. They didn't show the whole person. They showed the lady. Everybody see. So the lady was going to work. She told him to use the book. And he was sitting down. He could read chapter 1, try it with the kid. That don't work. Man, he went through everything. He kept going chapter 2, try that. That didn't work. Chapter 3, he kept going. And none of that stuff. That lady finally come on back home. And he tried to tell her. She said, well, he trying to tell. She said, I told you to use the book. He like this. She took that book, beat the brakes off her. Boom, boom, boom. That's a cartoon track. She told her, she said, I told you that kid was hard and got it. She said, I told you use the book. But he thought he supposed to read it and follow it. No. She like, use the book on it. And it's just being honest. Y'all young people don't realize you can't let young people make their own decision. That's just being honest. If they're gonna make their own decision, why don't you just let them have the house and give them the car keys? Give them the bank account. They're kids. I don't care about how they look. You're a kid. You'll never know enough. On your best day, you won't know enough. If I lose every thought of my mind, I'll know double more than you know. Y'all gotta teach them like, let me tell them, you is smart. Man, you might one old slave nigga. Ooh, we Miss Tulip. You is so smart. Oh, slave nigga, go pick some cotton. I'm impressed with that stuff, man. I want to see, let me see how you got here and work out here in society. That stuff, that computer stuff, none of that stuff don't impress me. Let me see your bank account. Let me see you got here and operate. Oh, that was it shut down then. Your computer said, AI be saying, and you thought, I was artificial intelligence. Ain't that right? Shoot them down. You got to teach, you got to show a child had been instructed, a child to be disciplined. Y'all let too much stuff, y'all let too much stuff go on. I just don't have to pay. I just said, well, that's where you at. I raised mine. I just know just stuff. I don't have all that time. There's a lot of stuff. And I tell y'all stuff, see if you just kind of pick up stuff, because you don't want to have to like hold people's hand and everything. But growing up, a lot of stuff you watch your kid do. You remember kids doing that? That's that new parenting stuff now. Everything. Man, come on. Y'all two stand here. Stand, just keep right now. Y'all two stand here. Y'all just talking. No, turn around. Y'all just talking. Unheard of. That's why you to lay that. Once your eye looked in grown folk mouth, scowl! Don't look grown folks in the mouth. These folks, they don't remember. Who remember that day? Listen, if grown people talking, they say, I can tell you, am I making this stuff up? Your dad and Billy and them were talking. And you decide to sit there and you want to look in their mouth while they talking. What's going to happen? He probably going to just go sit down and say, Teddy, I need to talk to you now. Don't, let's not do that. What your mom and dad do with this? Man, they just believed it was just certain stuff you didn't do. And it might seem old and primitive, but you try to train. Look where and young folks, let me tell you why they help y'all out. This is how you're going to beat out these kids out here. When grown people see you know how to follow certain rules and see you follow certain order, folks will help you and work with you. When folks see you too grown, let me tell you, in the kind of old folks don't put their word on. Listen, you mauled, man, you done. You can't do it in the country. Go on to the city. I'm telling you, when old folks used to mark you, yeah, you done. Huh? Listen, that boy ain't gonna do no good. Let the wrong white old person say it in the country. So listen, son, you done in the country. Go on get your stuff and go on to the city. Them old folks, when them folks put their mouth and say, what? And them folks said, boy ain't gonna do no good. That's it. God said that gal. They ain't gonna call it God. They said that gal there. That's it. They call it that gal. You know it come with that. Y'all listen. Bring home it. That gal there. That be it. But you mauled. They wasn't no. Yeah, this the last day right here. That's it. You heard my dad. Never heard that said. My dad called him Pepperhead. He said, "Boy, Pepperhead girl." I said, God Almighty. I still don't know what a Pepperhead is. I just know he done said that he was pissed. That's not gonna be good for you. You ain't gonna be able to show back up around him. You got to sneak at me. You can't come back around here, though. But how they look. They look at folk, man. They can look at somebody. I'm telling you. Henry Gray walking that look. He said, he said, I don't want him back in my yard. He's going to go on out to the street. Hey, man, guess what? Yeah, our water cut off. We got to go somewhere that's going. I can't bring you. Listen, I ain't going to tell you because you got to still be cool. Listen, you ain't come back in that yard. He not repeat. That man catch you back in that yard. That man going to bury me right here in the front yard. That's it. You can't come back in that yard. One here, great little. He said, I don't want him back in my yard. Why, Daddy? He a great kid. We friends. I can't do this and mess up no friendship. All that what I'd have said, they'd have read that at my funeral. They said, this what that dumb nigga said before Henry Grady killed him. Because they didn't play. They look, listen, man, they can look at folk. They look at you and see y'all in front of the car. One of them old folks look at you. The old folks, they be looking. Don't be letting them run like a cow. This ain't good. But you just wait, listen, it be like they were with the Nabar. You just gotta wait to see it, it's good. See, they ain't grow up in the country, they don't know. I'm telling you, them motherfuckers didn't play, those folks on that property, they just be looking. You just walk out, they just be looking at you. Them folks will read you, couldn't be like, that boy ain't gonna do no good. They end everything quick. That's how they be looking pretty up, bring somebody, Prince, what you think about this one? Yeah, I wouldn't do it. They be crying, they be hurt. They do, oh my goodness, they hate me. I got some of them old folks in me. How them old folks was, man, they just read, they look, they tell you. Now you go on and do it, them old folks wait on you too. I tried to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, them old folks see you. You try to stay away from around them. Some old folks look at you, it's like everything just be milk. You can tell how they looking at you. They seen that devil in me. I'm telling old folks, look, they said devil in it. Nothing but the devil in you. They had you scared, but now everybody pick the devil up and play a little with the devil. And then let Satan pray over me, everything. All this game now, Satan play. Folks didn't play that stuff, but that's how they remember I said, that boy ain't hype that ain't saying, that boy ain't nothing but the devil. Man, that you done. Them folks don't want you back over there. They ain't no game down. Oh, they said my granddad said he the devil, but we finally play. Son, don't play with him, leave him alone. Don't bring him in my house. That's how they were. They didn't play that stuff because they looked at, folk didn't realize, and I didn't bet the time. You ain't gonna believe it. Old people used to be us. And they look at their experiencing and there's certain things over. Folks, you think, you don't know, you thinking, oh, they just, old folks just hate everybody. They ain't hate everybody, they done everything. They have experience, you don't have it. So you still assume, and they can see stuff with people you date and say, I've seen this person before. This person ain't new, it's new to you because you don't know them. I've seen them before. I know where this going. And you study trying to fight and cry, no man, no fun. And I tell you, your fun gonna come up real short, you keep playing with this one. I done seen that person before. Listen, ain't no new hustle. Everybody doing the same thing. They can call it something different. Bootlegging and cocaine dealing is the same thing. It was illegal back there, the hottest thing out there, boot. These folks ain't doing nothing different. They just look like they just change up the drug, make it like it's a new series, same old thing. You start watching people, the way you see people going. What's a person real ambitious, what they trying to do? Them folks, you look at something, they look at a boy got there, he'll work. He work, they tell you, they said, that boy there, that boy there come good, he'll work. Old folks, they said that about, listen, you can get that boy there, so that boy there'll work. When did they tell that? Yeah. You knew then, yeah, that's a good, something like now, you can't tell now. You can't tell what a nigga doing. Back then, old folks looked at that stuff, they said that boy there'll work. They tell you he come from good stock. They tell you, say, I know it people. They're not here people good. That mean a whole lot. And they say, I know it people. I know it. I went to school with his cousin, aunt, and all that. That's good news. You be like, all right, they like them. Let the whole family rotten. Stay away from them. That's it right there. It's just some folk, they just bad stock. You just stay away from them. Y'all don't like that kind of stuff, do you? I know y'all young people. How many of y'all young people looking to get married one day? Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand high. The same people y'all hand up, y'all are hard me. Y'all want when y'all bring y'all who y'all say y'all get married to. Y'all do like some of the other folk, y'all hate me, you ready to go to them. Cause I ain't gonna just be looking down, I'm gonna be looking through them. They tell you, I'm gonna be looking through them, I be watching. Cause I'm looking, you ain't gonna believe it. I done seen them people before. I try to tell these folks, they'll tell you I call it. They'll tell you, I hit that nail right on the head. I done seen these people before. I try to tell you, I want to make sure you get the right one, but best we can see. Anything to change, to help the odds where you don't get yourself in a mess later on, or somebody make a mess out you, or bring you a good old, how many of y'all like play the food? Any of y'all young people like to play the food? You hear how to play the AIDS? It don't come to help you either. I'm tell you, it's a lot of stuff out there, man. Y'all, like now, y'all got too much going on. These folks here, man, they can go cut a penis and tug it up and make a vagina hole. We didn't have that. We didn't have all that stuff back then. You had some sissies dress up, but you can tell it because they overdo it. Man, they get all the structural engineer coming out, reshape the bone, add an extra rib. You grab old girl, you hug, she think, let me feel on you. You trying to count them rib though. You don't tell her, let me feel on you. Like, let me feel on you. She trying to grab my tits and I'm trying to count them rib bones. Get down there, she ain't got but 24. Oh, we missing two. You boy have 26. They ain't know that. They ain't know. Got old girl, she got about 11 ribs. You better get away from her. Isn't that right? Man, you can't even barbecue that. They don't know that chick. So you can check them. Check them real. Just rub up there like this. So I ain't trying to touch your teeth. I'm just checking something. Start counting them real. Y'all don't know about that, man. Y'all better get it together. First thing you want to run and go throw your tongue in their mouth. You better get that thing back. Isn't that right? Man, please. Play no stuff like that. Get that tongue back. Man, around dropping it in the wrong mouth. You find that's a lot of doo-doo been in now. Hello? I'm trying to tell you now. Y'all young folk now, y'all mess around here. Shh. Man, you got to stop kissing at the kindergarten. All right? They get experience early around him. So y'all in a whole new generation. These guys, y'all got to check him. He going to check your rib. Tell him, said, Ben, I said, do this. This is what you do with him. Said, bend over, hold your toe, and cough with your pants up. If you see that joker pant puff up in the back, you know where he been. You ain't got to drop your pants. Said, bend over, said, hold your ankle and just cough. He said, I got on pants. Said, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. That joker coughed and his pants said, whoop. You said, uh-oh. Don't tell me, let me explain. We don't need to talk about nothing else. Want them pants blow out like a fan in there? No, we don't need to talk about that. Let me explain. Talking about these my brother jeans. It don't matter who jeans is. I seen your booty blow them jeans out in the back. I'm not interested. I'm gonna tell you now. Or just put a counter back there. Because they try to wear them skinny jeans, get a counter, stick it by hand. When he called, and that thing just, and it looked like a flamethrower where that thing just, it just stick out, the flame stick out about like that in shape. Leave him alone. Leave that boy alone. That boy ain't gonna do no good. All right, old folks, get away from around. I'm trying to help y'all out. But, you know what I mean? What y'all supposed to check? What y'all supposed to do? Rib count. It's the rib tips. Tell them you work for This Is It. Isn't that right? This is it. Isn't that right? Tell her 26. That's what I tell her, 26. She said, what is my measurement? No, that's your rib count. They ain't going to school be a doctor. How many ribs they supposed to have? No, they probably have 26. You probably have 24. No, women got more. Women supposed to have more. Hold on, who in here know that? Women supposed to have more. Okay, they done changed it up already. No, they supposed to have some more, because we came up short. We lost one. Look it up. A woman got more ribs than a man. She supposed to have more ribs. A woman got 24. Well, don't trust her. Let them new women. Let's look. Hold on for a minute. Y'all close your eyes. Let me look at it first. Who this goon? Jesse, please help me out, Jesse. Well, look what it said. Didn't say every one of them. You look for 26. Just stay safe. They done changed them up. You do signs, ain't it? You don't do signs. Earth sign. That's what we talking about on the earth. This ain't in Mars, right? Right, this ain't on Mars. This on earth. Ain't that right? He talking about, no, I teach earth sign. That's what we at. We on earth. Ain't that right? Goodness, man, they done changed that thing. Who it is? Them transgender messed up them numbers. Listen, don't believe these people. How much you supposed to have a written woman? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna see him in the mail, cool. Anyway, well, the vast majority. There's some 26s out there. You know what I'm saying? You just said, she said, where I'm at? I'm looking for that 26. You get that 26, go on and grab them. Because she ought to have extra. We lost one. What happened, kid? I believe kid. Come on, kid, what you know? My brother said, he said, one of them knows something. What happened? You agree with Judge? That's right. They changed it up. That's what you ain't even, come get one of them chicks off my thing. I told my brother told me, he said, get one. He said, man, that's a good one. That I'm talking about, yeah. How many of y'all got too many checks? Y'all trying to get them off now? Yeah. What y'all think about that 26? Yeah. The first 5 lose a check, so we'll remember that. Kid, you did good tonight, kid. We want to hold it right now. That thing sure do hurt though, boy. I tell you. That good, Google. Hold on for a minute. I can't answer that. That man said, how much money y'all got in your bank account? Let it be pressed down and running over. Goodness. That man a swamp. These folks are swamp. But that man said, I'm like, Catch the Clay. Who made Google? What I think the white man gonna say with a black when I'm trying to tell y'all the black. I'm talking about the black ribs. He counting the white rib. I'm counting the black one. Y'all ain't never got a slab of rib and it go all the way down to the end. It's a small bit. I'm talking about them ribs. God, these folks sure done got me now. We gonna fix it. In the morning, all the crew come back. I need you to find 2 rib on the and just pin them on your side by your TCs. We can't be wrong. All right, come on, we're gonna sign the Kato Sarah. It's a fight. I know what it was. I got you supposed to punch in her ribs 26 times. You said, quit effing with me. That's how you gonna know. I know it was something. I know it was either punching her rib 26 times or she had 26. So I got it. Now I'm back. I'm back now. I'm back. I'm new. I'm gonna look at Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Y'all people off the chain. How I get caught up with y'all anyway? All right, Romans 15:4 for those watching. Y'all know Beth HaMashiach. Well, it's not up there. Beth HaMashiach is the program we're using today. Well, Layla, which is a new day. 15:4 for a foundation. This is Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikatab to lamid us.
It was written to teach us, to show us, and to instruct us.
So that through endurance.
And going through without giving way.
And through the nakum of the ketubim.
And the comfort of the writings.
We might have tikva.
You know, a lot of times people try to get comfort in things. Yeah, he wants us to get it in the writings. Y'all know that?
Yes.
People did that. It actually works. But think about this. We read it all the time. But think about how people say, like, I know, like, you are an avid reader. A lot of times, avid readers say they get comfort, like, just to make reading a book, or sometimes people might get it in doing other things. There was supposed to be a comfort in the writings. And these are things now we're coming back to look at how we can properly use. Just like how our Tuladoc getting with our children, you know, the people that they send out from us, just like we got away, because we started missing protocols. Part of our protocol was the way we were supposed to rear them up. And we stopped doing it because we started looking, well, maybe it shouldn't be like that. My parents raised me a certain type of way. My parents, they did it to me. But then look at, how did you turn out? They might say, well, I still did things wrong. Look at how extreme kids are today versus how we were. It was some stuff. We weren't jumping out no car, shooting no apartment building with people in it. And I'm not justifying what we did. It's the fact of each Tuladoc getting worse and worse. And nobody's sitting back starting to look at how do we save our kids so they can have a fair chance. We got a school system that's already agreeing to that lowest grade they can get us a 55. What do they have to aspire for? If I have a 55 as an average grade point average, and so when it comes, you know, as an average grade, depending on how many points are given out when I do final exam, I might very well pass. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to justify it. Versus putting them here, you need to learn failure. They need to keep you behind, baby. You're like a dunce and a retard. Yeah. That's what make you do better.
That's right.
Think about it, man. You got kept back. Oh my goodness, man. Look here, man. Oh my goodness, man. You trying to transfer? How many of y'all there with it? Man, that'd be the biggest impact. Woo, mess around and don't graduate. Man, it was folks that graduated. Them folks took off. I was some people I just knew they were going. I went to open campus. All them niggas over there. I said, I thought you were gone. But they did that, but it made you want to look at you didn't want to be embarrassed. You didn't want to be, now they're trying to say, let's not let them get embarrassed by not giving them failing grades. You're not helping them. You're not helping them. Sometimes the best thing for them to sit back a year. You'll do better.
That's right.
You'll realize how important it is to keep up.
That's right.
Right now, look at Carl County with Jet Bragg. Y'all know Carl County? They third graders. They just did 5 times better than everybody else. They third grade on reading. They got dyslexic kids who done score higher than these bastards around him. A dyslexic white boy done outscored y'all. Listen, did 5 times better than every one of these counties. And they sit around here like, listen, guess what they didn't use? Kumon. They ain't use nothing. They brought them teachers in and let them teachers sit right there and teach them kids. These white folk refuse to let their kids look like retards and idiots. They let you do it. Because you glad you gonna go cut the food, come in here with your pistol. You know your kid was a dummy before they went to school.
Yep.
All you gotta do is pull them and say, let me ask you a question. Your kid ain't no dummy at home? Yeah, you're a dummy at home, but here at school now. Ain't nothing changed.
That's right.
Still a dummy. I'm just telling you, listen, yeah, it hurt your feelings, but you know what it make you do? It embarrass you enough to make you do better. Somebody needs some embarrassment. That's why we do better. That's why he tell you to get, what you think the purpose of getting up and confessing? Everything you done. So you look stupid. And you look stupid enough to realize, I don't want to do that no more. Oh, I do not want to get up in front of everybody and have to do that again. That's the purpose of it. You shame a person into doing better. But now look at today, everybody covered, everybody high. Now we do just like how white society did years ago. They didn't let their white girls get shown they were pregnant. They got their abortion, old folks call it abortion.
That's right.
But they said, that girl done got abortion. You trying to figure out, a what? Abortion. That's what they call abortion. But now, these folks in here now, they covered it up, kept them going, and she right back on the swim team, right back cheerleading.
Yep.
So they gonna fix and cover theirs up. It still come back to hurt them later. I'm not justifying that. I'm just saying, look it up. We cover up for ours. We hide them. We lie for them. Look, the girl claims she done ran away, all that stuff. I don't even want you back here. You done done that stupid stuff. Don't run out here telling them lies like you done got kidnapped and buried me. I ain't had nobody shooting up my house. And you lying on white folk. You in Alabama. Girl, get your behind out of here.
Yep.
You get whole Alabama burned. Let me tell you some stuff. You don't play around with no lying on white folk. Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, come up dead.
Yep.
You can only do it in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and you better not leave them city limits.
That's right.
You lie on white folk, you better stay behind that city limit.
Mm-hmm.
You better not be down there somewhere down Monroe Pass and you lying on no white folk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it's just terrible. And everybody, there's gonna be a group gonna come out and defend her. Oh, she got a problem. All these years, y'all been knowing she had a problem. They knew that girl been a liar, I don't know how many years. They been knowing she was a liar. You don't pop up and just go gray one day and just take off and run off like that and have all your stuff together and go to Target and buy stuff to run with. No good way she was somebody else. You think that girl walking for 3 days? Y'all a black woman. Well, y'all know that, you know how they could have told. They just smelled fish before she got to the house.
Mm-hmm.
3 days, you been in the street, you been walking. Okay, these women know it. Man, there's been a line of cats following.
That's right.
No. No. They be like, that fish showing up right. Y'all know good well no woman can't stay locked up for no 3 days. They ain't watched that thing.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how the police know they walked in there. Don't smell no fish. That girl lying.
That's right.
I ain't kidding them. Then down there and took my clothes off, just looked at me. Yeah, if that fish ain't washed in 3 days, that's all they were strong enough to do.
That's right.
These women here know that stuff. Man, that's a wound. You can't leave no open wound like that. You'll bleed out. Y'all know good way a woman went no 3 days ain't washed that thing. And out there and walk around and pop up in the house. Smell like lily white roses. You know good and well, stop telling them lies. They ain't touch me. They ain't do nothing to me. Just stop it. And it's probably a little black organization come out here and fight for holler what they need to do. What you need to do is stop these black women from telling these lies.
Yeah.
Because it look bad on all of you. Think how many women of color come up missing and they're gonna disregard you because this lying heifer. Y'all need to come out and defend. And we need to defend when a man do something wrong. We need to defend. He's not with us.
That's right.
So he's not with us. We got people out here missing in real life.
That's right.
And how many now, when you go and you call the white police, oh, my sister missing. Yeah, okay. What are they gonna say? He ain't even gonna hardly look. He gonna look at it. They're probably another light. Don't you know they're gonna associate that with all of us?
Yep.
And we gonna start lying, the cracker ain't right, and that cracker. Are we right? She shamed us.
Yep.
She embarrassed her parents. You put them in a bad spot. They gotta deal with the humiliation of this stuff. You think people ain't looking at them? People gonna blame them. They gotta look at their house. White people gonna have a fit on them. She just justified anything white people do to black people. They say they lie on us anyway. We might as well do it. There are real causes where situations have happened where white people have been involved. But you just caused a whole can of worms, open up a mess. We didn't need that mess. We need to work on repairing our relationship with our Creator. We need to work on repairing that. Then we need to work on self. All that's going to entail together. You can't work on your relationship with Him without working on self. Then we're going to work on how we deal with each other. Tell each other the truth. We bad liars. We bad. Phony boot. I thought they had that girl. Well, I don't want to call it date them. So we didn't get to do nothing with them. Could have, but man, that girl took them. She took out that titty bra, man, that thing. Man, she had more coupling in that bra than she had on her chair. I couldn't do that, man. Y'all heard me. How many of y'all played me in Pac-Man? Y'all remember that know that go here? That's all. Matter of fact, I was playing me in Pac-Man. Ghost had hit me. Man, listen. That girl took that bra. Listen, that thing was just straight across. I said, man, whoa, man. She had that, listen, a knife booty. And that thing went over there and she right there. I was mid Pac-Man. I can't do that, man. I told her, I said, listen, I'm supposed to go pick up some money. I ain't lying. When I tell a girl that, you ain't gonna see me no more. I ain't lying. I tell her, I said, yeah, I'm supposed to go pick up that money. She said, you don't be bad. If I can help it, I ain't. She ain't here though. Hey, listen, that's the last time. Then she walked live street. She said, there you go. And you ain't gonna believe it. I gotta go pick up some money. I still ain't coming back. Man, I'm like Richard on Hard or Not. Yeah. Put the girl on the phone with no titties, no booty. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I ain't never coming back. I don't know what people think about. That stuff scared me, man. I said, you walk around in life like that, you know you ain't got that. What you do that for? It's scary. But this society today, though, everybody, they make believe and just be who you are. If people gonna like you, people gonna like you for who you are. Not just being honest, it's just like her. We was in the world, of course, at the time, but that's just it. I was in the world, I ain't even go for it. And I was straight world. See, once people realize it's nothing to you and this is what you use to try to cover yourself up, they already know it's nothing to you. I wouldn't want a part of it. See, this is why I'm saying what we all have to do is learn how to, first of all, repair ourselves and repair our relationship with the Most High. I mean, listen, that's the best comfort you're going to get. Y'all got it? So going back and attaching this to what we're using with the word, it has a comfort to it. Let's see something. How about that? Let's look at Mathatyahu. They call it Matthew. And that's the gift of Yahuwah. Mathatyahu. So a lot of them probably, he ain't kid rated. I'm kid ready and mother approved. 27, 30. Let's do 32. How about that? Let's see where they go. See, they don't want to do that. Tell these people the truth. Tell the young folk the truth. Folk, why they need to hear the truth. Let your kid know the truth. That's too great. Not grab. What you think these kids why more on these little sorry phones y'all keep giving, all that stuff. You know, they'll be all right. They got no job. It's too much going on. We had phone. I had my kid. You couldn't get no internet on there. That's too much. Man, your kid, man, once you go to the internet, you can get anything in the world. And they don't put some junk in that child blocker. They the one that invented it. You wasting time. Kids take all the safety notes off. They got a whole website teaching them how to do it. You don't give them a phone. All you do is go, how to get past child-proof stuff. And here we go. And talking about, oh, I got to pay. How to break your parent password. They got sites for it. You get them the tools to do it. Like, listen, one thing kids got to learn how to do, and you help them by doing a couple things, you have to enforce rules. You don't just give them. They have to be enforced. That's what Yahuwah did when he gave us the Torah. Did he just give us those laws? He put enforcement behind them. There's a penalty to every one you break. And kids got to learn that. You have to do it. The discipline realize there are certain things when you told no. No means no. What they said no means now, they tell me, no means yes. Now you can rape a woman. That's crazy, retarded. You got to teach them barriers. It's certain stuff you don't do. When someone said danger, do not enter, don't do it. I don't believe nothing they're going to kill you. Kill me. I'm going to kill you if you do it. Because you got to start learning. It's certain stuff you have to learn. And like, you know, y'all know, I ain't going to put on something. These kids said they don't respect nothing. As far as no, don't do, some saying don't cross something, they don't have no reason to. No enforcement behind it. What's going to happen? I'm going to talk to you. Yep, I don't blame them. I'll walk out there too in front of the car. It was just certain stuff you taught. They need to know. You need to know something was attached. Henry Grady said something, I knew what was attached to that. I'll kill you. I'll bust your snot knot. And I'm like, nigga, I'll bust your head off. So everything he told me, there was some enforcement behind it. As well, my mother, they taught you that. Kids need to know that. I watch y'all play with these kids, keep talking to them. I said, man, there's no way in the world there's no fools like that. I gotta keep talking to no kid. One time, tell them something like that, man, I'll put my foot in your back. Man, you'll be a little kid in a wheelchair. And now your friend like, what happened in the summer? You be like Mike Tyson. I broke my back. Everybody, vertebrae? No, spinal. Break you, and then I rip your spinal cord out like Predator. Your skull on that thing.
That's right.
Start like Predator. Man, I watch y'all play. I just don't be getting. And the thing y'all don't realize, we are losing the fight. No one respects us. No one looks to us for anything. You have no rules. You have no barriers. There's no limits set for you. And you have to be able to do that with kids. That's how you keep them safe in life. When somebody tell them don't do it, it's some people that like to tell you something. One time, they'll kill you. Listen, you won't get enough. It's some people won't tell you nothing, they'll kill you. They got no barriers. You know when our kid gonna find out? You're gonna try the wrong person. They don't believe that. It's some people, listen, they ain't gonna say nothing to you. When I got shot, they're not gonna talk to you. That's gonna be it. Or they'll tell you one time, after that, you're done. You're done. I'm telling you, I know people like that. You don't play around. They need to know that. You gotta learn who you mess with, off limits. Don't y'all know in the world, listen, in the jungle, in the animal kingdom, you know they'll teach they prey, they don't care, prey, predator, and they'll teach their young, don't play with that. They'll tell, go up there, even though they might kill elephant, they're not gonna tell that you get back, you get in the grass, you get out of the way. You teach them something. You see Cape Buffalo, get out of the way. He will stump you and kill you. You gotta teach him that. And they call him the king of the jungle. Still, they're gonna teach their young, you don't play with that. You don't see no cubs go there and get no snake, start playing with it. They teach them, you don't play with them. It's certain stuff you don't play with. They give them barriers. They let them know not to do certain things. Us, we let them find out. More of our kids come up dead now than ever. Because we don't have that safe. We think everybody's safe. We playing. Mama trying to give up some booty. Let them go somewhere. Let them outside. Let them watch stuff they ain't got no business. Kid already turned out 8 years old free. Because there's no barrier. You don't teach it. It's certain stuff. You got to teach them. You got to teach it. It's for your safety. Sometimes you can open up doors for kids. You can't close them doors. It's just bad. And our people don't see that. We're so busy hating and fighting and want to kill each other till we look at, you lost it. But most, on the average y'all will know, the average I give y'all an F on what you do. Straight F. Just terrible. Take you too long to correct. Take you too long. The days are just, that's it. That's where you at then. I'm from the old school. Got no time to keep doing all that talking. Got to go ahead and adjust. I'm trying, because everything you're supposed to do, I'm trying to save somebody killing you out here. It's people like that waiting to kill your kid. And you gotta make sure they realize that. Somebody waiting to kill you. You're going to impede on the wrong person. You're going to play around. You're going to step in the wrong person's shoes, and they're going to be serious. And they're going to be stupid. They're going to be on the news, kid dead for stepping on shoes. There's a lot of stuff you need to learn out here in life. There's some people ain't going to play with. It's some old people. You'll go crowd. Listen, they ain't the, you know, they got the fear of you. They watch the news. You know what they say? Young people killing people. And you know what they say? I killed the first one. First one try my kill him. You running your mouth. You ain't got nothing. Oh, man. And you ready to try to pull your pants up. Gun. You dead. And they going to be hollering, yeah, baby. My baby dead. You should taught your baby how to talk to old people. It's respect. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, if people don't play that, it just, they don't play. And you have to teach y'all young, when I tell y'all something, don't think I hate you. I want you to live a long time. What's going to carry you further than anything you're going to do? Respect. When people see you can follow rules and you can respect, I'm telling you, it'll carry, people put up with you. People will help you. They'll like it. They say respectful. Oh, my God, he manageable. They call it manageable. He manageable. They looked at that. He respectful. I work with him. They like, he respectful. I don't care about other stuff. He respectful. I work with you. You pop out that little mouth, you be going and can't tell him. They don't waste no time. They look at it. You'll come up dead. And they won't even warn you. That's the thing. They'll see your death coming. They'll let you go. You don't want that to happen. You want somebody that can see something that can help you. Be able to let this someone help y'all on. When older people talk to you, my dad taught me that years ago. He said, when older people talk, he said, you shut up, you listen. Henry Gay to go that all the time. He said, if older people tell you something, he said, you shut up and you listen. You won't find an old person say you try to tell me how you to keep talking. I hear that. He said, older people tell you something, you shut up, you listen. And that's what I do. Old people talk. I said, I had to listen. You be saying, they done told me that before, they done repeated it before. But it's just like when you read the book, it done said it before too. He's trying to get it imprinted, burned in your mind. Y'all do this. Those y'all, for the young people that listen to what I tell y'all, you remember this when you go to the funeral of the other ones in him. You remember I told you and how it helped you out, and you watch them be the retard. They're going to be broke. They're going to do something stupid. They're going to go do something stupid because they're not going to make it. Listen, we already moving to AI intelligence, okay? You kids are done. They're looking at, what did they say? 300 million jobs will be wiped out with AI intelligence? 300 million. Y'all stop. Tell me what you trying to do? What you trying to do? 300 million jobs. What are you trying to do for a living? What? 300 million. What job's gonna be escaped? What job's gonna be safe? You know what they finna pull a law and do? They trying to pass a law here where AI can't be your boss. That means a white man always gonna have a job. You don't think they gonna let a nigga do it, do you? See, you playing around, these kids, y'all them tell, go ahead and let your kid dumb their way through school. You know what I'm trying to tell them. You ain't gonna make it, which means you gonna have to get out here and you gonna have to rob. Come see me. I already prayed about it. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm not losing one dime because you don't let AI take and make a fool out of you because you didn't use your head and make sure you get yourself straight. Y'all gonna be on the street begging. These folks, y'all can play, go ahead and you play stupid you want to. Whatever you don't have, you don't put together, you're gonna be outside. This stuff is gonna take over everybody's job. These teachers, they're gonna wipe them. Listen, Levitt, one of the top schools here, they already got AI. Listen, they got the computer already working, teaching, doing, and they so stupid, they have no idea. This is gonna be your job. You think AI is doing all this because I'm gonna pay you $80,000, $90,000 to sit in this school and teach them, and AI doing it? You finna be out of here. Don't y'all know, why y'all think those actors and those people sitting on the street? If people don't use their head and start organizing, work together instead of black, white, Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, and some other, whatever races all fight each other, all of us are retarded. These folks are gonna put every 300 million jobs. What is 300 million jobs? What jobs gonna be left? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the military. Surely they won't use AI. Once you get AI orders, AI can follow it. I can shoot and miss and hit a civilian. AI, accurate. Don't need no light, don't need no food, don't need nothing. AI just keep going. They finna wipe us out. Don't y'all know how important it is that you need to try to connect with this man, Ru Agni? Spiritually, you need to connect. You're finna be done, all of us. You can't afford to play. You need all you can get. You need all you can get. You need to get serious. These people wiping us out. And usually who are gonna show it? Everything we done planned, it ain't gonna work. They're not gonna work. Y'all see, they keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I have talked to y'all people numerous times on how important it is. You gotta get serious about what you're doing, how y'all need to work together, how you need to make allegiance, what you gotta do. You're gonna be out. And sure they're gonna protect black jobs, right? A warehouse worker, surely gonna, that's what they're gonna keep, a warehouse, because there's no way in the world they're gonna build a machine that can load, unload trucks. It probably, what you figure, just about another 50 years they have a machine that can unload trucks and load them? Now? Hold on for a minute. I'm thinking 50 more years. Mm-hmm. Y'all do know I'm not serious, right? That's what they gonna do. I'm gonna go to work in a warehouse. My uncle, he work at the warehouse. You and your uncle gonna be outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nigga, you fired. That AI gonna whoop you up real good. That one's gonna be bad. You don't do all your little pretty swinging. That's the best you got, nigga. AI gonna tear you out the frame. All your friends, they'll make a video gonna be all on YouTube. That's what we do to them niggas. I got that nigga. He ran his mouth on the job. I just been recording this nigga. I was waiting on that nigga to try me. That shit gonna be global. That's what gonna make it. You know AI gonna let that stuff go.
That's right.
They ain't gonna talk to nobody. All them, everywhere you go, you on the street, red light. You green light, stop. Stop, nigga. My buddy whooped you up real good. Hold you on a red light, that just get going. Everywhere you go in the store, everywhere. Like eagle eye, you can't get away from it. Get your life together, young folk. Don't listen. Believe me, I tell you this. Preacher Kel.
That's right.
I ain't trying to tell you nothing. I want you to do right. Let's see this. And it came to pass.
As they went out, they found an Ish of Carlee, whose Shem was Shimon.
Surely we cut the L. Now I got one. Oh, this folk got too cold. Y'all know y'all supposed to wear 2 pair of drawers, 9 pair of socks. Whatever y'all got to do now. Y'all ain't gonna try to burn me up in here now because y'all done got this, what that old sickle cell blood, what that stuff, folk, all that low blood, all this stuff. I'm telling you something about growing up, never heard all this stuff. Never heard of so many folk with anemia. Y'all remember that folk had anemia? Anemia, you remember that I can tell you? They be cold all the time. All they need to do is get in that field and work in it. They got that, and you remember folk had anemia out there? They had no anemia. Get your hand in that field and go to work. Man, it's so hot in the country, boy, you pray for something cool to come along. Come on.
And they forced him to carry his tooth for him,
Which they call the crucifixion. Come on.
They brought him to a Malcolm, whose Kara Golgotha, that is Malcolm of his skull.
How many of y'all don't know what that means? God, place of a skull. How many of y'all don't understand place of a skull? All right, place of a skull, that's actually a mountain. That's a heart. That's a hill. And the head of it, the way it's shaped, it looks like a human head. You know, I'm gonna look at it like it has 2 eye holes. It faces, that's what they're talking about, the place of a skull. That's what they actually took him and they put him on top of. Okay? Come on.
They gave him vinegar mixed with gall to drink.
No, he did not drink no Massengill. They gave him sour wine. They call it vinegar because it was sour. You know somebody, that's why people drink vinegar in the country, they'll drink it. You swallow a fish bone, you had to drink some vinegar on the top. How many of y'all know about that? They tell you, yeah, you swallow bone, they give you a piece of bread, ball up, and you can eat it. But only thing you better hope that thing ain't laying out here and they go down there scratching on there. You know how they give you a little vinegar. You have to drink a top full of vinegar, let the vinegar go down there. They say, drink some vinegar. You don't know about that ain't smell? You should have, because you the one gave it to me. I was going to put a check back. Because she looking at me like, where that nigga get that? She looking like an AI. Nigga, what are you talking about? like, that's the AI talking. All right, come on.
He tasted it, but was not willing to drink it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all said he tasted it, but he was not willing to drink it.
And it came to pass, when they crucified him, they divided his garments between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the Pa of the Nabi.
That what they're saying.
They divided my garments up among them, and for my clothes cast lots.
And the other said my vesture. They took his clothes, they cast lots on who was it. Like they pulled straw trying to vote on who getting what. And that's what they did, almost like gambling. That's why people say gambling is a sin. I don't know where they get it from. You gambling every day. People put their money in stocks. That means you're gonna win. You can lose too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me say this. I don't play the lottery. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of walking here again with my $2 and my $5. I'm just not interested. I really get a product for my stuff. But I know where people at. I wouldn't tell you it's a sin. People taught that. They taught us that everything is sin until they want to do something.
Yep.
Cards are sin, and church folks will play Uno.
Mm-hmm.
What are Uno?
Cards.
Just make up my numbers on it. Just stop it. Folk put sin on some of everything. Yep. Just stop it. A lot of stuff these folk put on. I don't pay a lot of attention. People, listen. If that's something you want to do, that's what you want to do. I rather take my money, flip my money around. I'd rather see my money come a different way. I can't throw my money on no number and see if no number comes. There's too many numbers out there. How you know which ones it is? Telling you dreaming. I don't know. I can't mess around. All I tell you is, if you hit it that big one, I'm splitting that thing. I just ain't got no money. I ain't standing no line. I ain't finna give you no $2, $3. I'd rather do something with my money. That just be me. I'm just not that guy. I've never been into getting up my money like that. I've done that stuff. I had a dream one time, 713. Well, I played that thing. It didn't fall. It fell eventually. You know what I said, this what y'all do? I had a dream of number. I said, oh, this is like the 90s. Man, listen, it fell like some weeks later. If you keep playing any number for 52 weeks, eventually, and then the nigga talking, man, my dream number fell. Okay, retard.
That's right.
You playing a numbers game. These folks, they control that stuff. They know what they want to let fall. They know what they want to get away. Then they come back and take it back from you. They can win $1 billion, don't take but 400 million home. Then you got to get a lawyer. They're going to make you get a lawyer you go, yeah, you have to get, they're going to tell you, you got to have an attorney and you got to have you an account. That's where you lose the rest of your money at. Everybody give you going to take your money because you're too stupid. You thought somebody going to give you something for $1, all that money, they're going to take it right back from you. Look at the tax. It don't even make sense.
Don't make sense.
They ain't no earned income.
That's
Y'all
right.
gave me this.
That's right.
Isn't that right? This ain't no earned income. I ain't go put no time on no job for it. They get almost 40% of it, but you fall for it. But think about it. You're not that bright anyway. That's why they do it to you. They just keep throwing stuff on you, keep beating, then they're going to come back and beat you another year on taxing, and you ain't made nothing. You get something else, they're going to come back and get you. It's just it's a racket. It's just better just stay straight. Just stay with what you know.
That's right.
Try to learn you another habit that keep throwing away. Then you don't want $1,000, but you don't spend $9,000. I mean, it's a good business. You spend 9, win 1,000. You spend 15, win 500. Boy, you is lucky. Just a lucky summer gun, ain't you? All right, come on.
They sat there and watched him.
Hold on for a minute, back up. That's where it started off at? Or did I miss something? What happened?
They sat there and
Back
watched
me up.
him.
Is that the beginning of that? Because they dropped down. What happened? And it came to pass when they crucified him, what happened?
And it came to pass when they crucified him, they divided up his garments between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the Pa of the Nabi. They divided my garments up among them, and for my clothes cast lots.
So when something fulfilled, that means I came to a conclusion. Isn't that right? So like you fill up a cup, what else can you put in it? That's it. It's already filled. That's what they were looking at. He was trying to fulfill it. This is going to bring it to completion. So what happened?
They sat there and watched him. And they placed the pronouncement of his guilt above his head.
That's good. Let's see if that's Zacharyah. See if that's Zacharyah. See if that's I don't know what. 13, 14. See if that's 13 and 11. Might be the 9th chapter. Look at my mind. Let me see. 11. Might be the 11th chapter. Let me see the 11th chapter. 11 and 9. Zacharyah. They call it Zacharyah. What does it mean? That's right. That's right. Y'all has remembered. We know he mauled, didn't we? Let's say that's what I want. Let me say Zacharyah. I said 11 and 9.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's say that's what I want. Listen.
Then I said, I shall not pasture you. What is to moot, let it moot.
Y'all hear this sound? Shepherd is the feed. He said pasture. That's what people don't realize. Most people didn't know what a pasture. They just saying keep sheep. No, pasture is the feed. That's what it is. That's what a pasture he feeds. Hello? That's why Yahushua told you that Yahuwah was his Ra'ah, shepherd. And he shall not what? He don't lack because he lead me beside, still my aim. He make you to lie down in green pasture so you can feed. He put you somewhere you can graze, where you can eat. That's what a shepherd do. That's what you up here do. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to feed. That's what he told you. He said, when Shaul told you, Cuff told you in the 5th chapter, Olive, he told you, he said, the Zakanim among you, I do what? He said, who also? He said, I'm a Zakanim, which is an elder. Isn't that right? And you know what he told me to do? He told me to feed the flock. That's what a shepherd supposed to do. He said, feed them. So now he's telling them he's not going to feed them that which died. He said, I'm not going to give it to you no more. Because I can look at what does it benefited you. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's looking at change. What I've been feeding you, it ain't benefited you. Then I need to change what I'm giving you. Listen to what he said again.
Then I said, I shall not pasture you. What is to moot, let it moot.
See that? That don't make sense. Come on.
And what is to be annihilated, let it be annihilated.
Hold on, what you got? Let's see how we get innocence out of come to my mind. See that the 13th chapter of the book of Abarym. 13, 7, 9. Give me 7. Probably 9 is what I really want. Abarym called Hebrew. Let's see what he told you. Y'all heard what he said he was going to do? He said he wasn't going to shepherd you and feed you that which died. Listen.
Zacharyah, the ones leading you.
And they told you to remember them that's leading you.
Who have spoken the Dabar of the Elohim to you.
Who is he telling you to remember? This is what the man told us. Zacharyah, them that do what?
Leading you.
And what?
Who have spoke the Dabar of Elohim to you.
So when they give you the word, they're actually feeding you. Y'all hear me? That's what he told them. He told you to feed the flock which is among you. He told you to take the oversight thereof. Not by constraint. No. Not by constraint, but willingly. Not for filthy lucre, but rather of a ready mind. Neither as being a done over you who is heritage, but you be example to the flock.
That's right.
That's what he said. You be example to the flock.
That's right.
Listen.
Consider the result of their conduct. Imitate their amunah.
Wow. They ain't gonna do that. They're trying to follow somebody picked up on YouTube.
Right.
Somebody saw on Instagram. He told you to imitate.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right?
That's
he told
right.
you to consider now. You consider what you've been told now. Ain't that right? Shaul told to Moses, he said, if you consider what I say, he said, Yahuwah will give you understanding in all things.
That's right.
And you don't know why you ain't got to, do you? They don't remember. You don't know why you ain't got to, do you? He told you that. Consider what I say. He said, Yahuwah will give you understanding in all things. Listen.
Yahushua HaMashiach is the same as that he is yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, today, and also along.
Listen.
Be not carried away by various and strange teachings.
I was on the internet the other day looking at somebody preaching. And last week I was checking out somebody, I was just saying what they were talking about. I don't get involved with that stuff. He told you don't be carried away. See,
that's right.
That stuff will move you. A lot of y'all go through that. I just be trying to just see what they say. I ain't in it. I just be listening. I don't be doing nothing.
That's right.
I don't listen. It's too risky.
That's right.
It's too risky for me to be playing with somebody to just see what you're saying. Yep. I just don't want to. He done told me what to do. He said, any come under you, they don't bring this doctrine. He told me I ain't supposed to receive it in my house.
Yep.
Where you watching it at?
In your house.
Listen, I ain't go to the church though. He told you don't even supposed to receive your house. He said you're not even supposed to bid him. Alah speed.
That's right.
He said whoever bid it, that's rate of performance. I ain't gonna amen do it. He said who he that do it. He said you partake of that man wrote your deed.
Yes, sir.
I can't get involved. That man might be a child molester. You will say you're a child molester. I'm like, don't touch no kid. He said, well, you can send it what they were teaching you did.
Yeah.
People trying to get, listen, people take it how they want to. Folk done sent me all kind of stuff. That stuff go to trash. I had to get video. Listen, them people really like you to send me DVD. They were pretty. I kept every case they gave me. I threw that junk right in the trash. I don't listen to that stuff, man. I like, you wasting your time. I know I do like knocking. I proceed. He did not send you. Because you already know, he know what I'm going to do. He throwing that stuff in the trash. Straight to trash. I just don't have time. I already know what you're teaching. I see you. Ain't that right? Not interested. I threw it straight in the trash. But I kept them cases, though. So nice little cases they be having. I said, I might have a CD one that I need to put it in now. I appreciate the case, though. I guess they must have finally watched and realized I was throwing them away. They said, I ain't getting that nigga no more cases. Now, you keep the DVD, just send the tape. Listen, if you preach the truth, you ain't hurt my feelings. Preach to somebody, he gonna see you somewhere where you effective. These people don't realize, get with somebody and be effective. Don't waste your time with me. They try to wait that, I gotta convert Tony Smith. I assure you he didn't see you. You're wasting time. Go and save though. That's how I know. You're not doing that. You wasting your time. Yeah, I'm trying to save Tony Smith. Stop it. Stop it. Go to know they're going to hear you. Don't waste time. Nobody ain't going to hear you. I'm busy. I'm working. Listen.
For it is a true thing that our lob to be established with Khan.
You hear what he said? He says it's a good thing that our lobs,
yes,
our hearts, our mind be established with what?
With Khan.
With favor.
Not by Dabarym of foods, which have not profited those that have been occupied with them.
See, he told I wasn't going to feed you nothing. They're going to die of itself no more. That's what he was trying to tell you even over him. He's telling you how to establish yourself. See, a lot of people establish on just the natural food of what they're getting. He said, I'm not going to feed you that which died. Even when you look at the Torah of the law, A lot of people didn't realize it only carried you so far. We talked about that. We even look at the Torah. It was only so far you can go. See, if you couldn't pick up the gist of what it was actually trying to get you to see, you weren't going nowhere. You were going to be just, listen, those people successfully walked around in the same place for 40 years. You ain't going to believe what they was under. Torah. They walked around in a circle for 40 years. This is what will happen if you can't pick up the meat and the gist of what he's trying to get you to see. That's just all to it. People don't get it. They can't see it. Yahuwah tried to show them something, but the people couldn't see it. Just like he could show you, he could bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing. He tried to show you what he could do. He said nobody else can do it but him. He tried to show the people, I can bring out the innocence of what you're trying to find in the Torah. I can show you where the people, and some of the people that he found, you ain't gonna believe it. All those some that wound up they died in the wilderness, you ain't gonna believe what the book said. It said some found Khan. Everybody didn't die. See, everybody hearing the same word, all them people on the same mission. Y'all see this? They was on the same Mount Halak journey. Do you not know some of them people died in 40 years? Hold, you got 3 and 7 right quick, Abarym. It don't take that long. It don't take that long. You just got to be honest. They're going to be honest and say, I'm finna be honest. That's your next, what they said, that's all caps. I still don't get this stuff. Man, we just say you a line of link in your butthole stink.
That's right.
Then you got to say, you all caps. I am so confused.
All caps.
I am so confused. I got for young people, though, it's some kind of excitement with this stuff. What is a cap? Talking about something you put on your head? How is a cap on your head a lie? They said, because it's like a fake hair. It's fake. So when I say all cap, it's like a fake hair. So when you had to explain it, it just got dumber.
Right.
And I don't know, but everybody keep trying to find a new word or something. And that's what happened. And guess what? That's the same thing with religion. People keep trying to find something to be different. You don't need that. You know how I beat these people being different? Doing right, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. That's for them. They don't even realize. You want to do something different? Do right. They not doing it. They kind of find something else dumb, wrong, new to try to show they different. You the same old stupid people like the rest of them. Do something different. Do right. Listen, it's 3 and 7. Listen.
Therefore, just as the Ruach HaKadosh says, today, if you shama to his call, do not harden your lob as in the rebellion.
So when you listen, how you need to listen? Intelligently. See that? And that's why he's talking about establishing the law. He says good how it should be established and not what meats. Say then profit those that eat, that it occupied. See, this was John realized when the people came and some of the offerings that they brought up, the sabbat they brought up, the people would eat it too. Something, even the Kohan, he ate it. He was taking a part of it. He told you that. Y'all learned that in the book of Shamuel. The name of Elohim, or heard Elohim. That's what he told you. Whenever the custom was, whenever the people brought us, when they brought their sabbat, the Kohan, we would take it. And we would put it inside of the pot or the cauldron. And we took a flesh hook with 3 prongs on it. And we strike inside the cauldron. And whatever it strike and pull up, that belongs to the Kohan. But he told you, but the Benin Ali, they wouldn't do that. They said, we're not going to have our boil in no pot. They said, we're taking ours now. They took theirs off the top. Yeah, that's what they did. And that's why they were Rosha. He looked at, he said they were sons of Belial. He said they were worthless. Because they wouldn't follow the custom. That's what the custom was. So we took a meat hook and we pulled it up. What were we doing with the meat when we pulled it up? And it was ours.
You're going to eat it.
And guess what happened, Chris? It ain't profit us. That's why he says it's better to have the law established with corn and not with meat.
That's right.
He said it had even profit the people that even occupied. The people still want to mess up. They ate the meat. Did it profit them?
No.
They're not here, so I'm trying to give you something that ain't going to die. He said, I'm going to feed you something that ain't going to die. I'm going to get you something I'm going to get you something and it's going to come through by favor. Let's see. Come on.
Do not harden your lob as in the rebellion, as in the yum of testing in Bamidbar.
Y'all hear this? Now, in the Bamidbar, in the wilderness. Tell them what happened.
When your aboth tried me by testing me, and also saw my works for 44 shanim.
Y'all see that? It said 44?
I'm sorry, for 40 shanim.
I was like, good, they added 4 years in the new one. I got to get that check today, too. I got to get that. And like this here important. We got to get that right. Come on.
Therefore, I was angry with that Tuladah,
Therefore, he said, I was angry with that Tuladah. And what you do?
and said, they are with the heartbeat, and they did not know my Darakim.
See that? They didn't know my ways. What happened?
As I shaba in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest.
Y'all see what they did? I vowed. He said when I was angry. Remember telling when old people got angry and they told you they were going to do something? You can go ahead and wrote that in the book. They were mad, they told you something. They messed around and swear for it. And then back then, I swear for God, you were dead. You died from stuff like that. They're going to kill you, man. They put that stuff on their name, any stuff. Over there, they'd be like, that's tight. They're going to kill you behind this one. And this man told you, I was really pissed. When I did this, he said I was angry when I did it. And listen what he said when he was angry.
Now see, my Akim, lest there be in any one of you a Roshalab and lacking of Amunah and departing from the Kai Alahim.
See that? What you think will make you leave? That's what he did with old people. Those people kept trying to depart away from him. They kept wanting to go back to Mizraim, just like y'all do. See, you might not say you went and done it, but you already went after your law, already gone after it. Sometimes people feel like, well, I ain't done it. You know, I thought on it, I've been doing it. Yeah, you got to be dangerous, because that mind will put that conception in, and it'll get in him. And before you know it, you done it. He even told you, he said, man, look on a woman in love. He said he committed in law.
Yeah.
Kept all their clothes on, didn't wear a condom. He said I already did it, because you already done conjured up, it's there. That's why you have to be careful. You got to really keep your mind set on the debar, because it's too easy to get yourself caught up in something, and you feel like you're not guilty because you ain't actually betrayed the act, but your heart done went at it. That's what he talked about them people before. He said, your law go after your covenant. It's just a matter of time, and you went and departed. He let those people sat there. He put them in the wilderness for 40 years. He let them people sat there till they died out. Let's see what verse 1 said in that same book. What it say?
Therefore, Kodash Akim, partakers of the calling of the Shamayim, consider the Shalak and Rosh Kahan of our confession to the Mashiach Yahushua, who was Amunah to him who appointed him.
Y'all see that? That man was faithful to him that called him. What happened?
As Musha was in all his best.
Why would he? See, you ain't gonna believe it. The only way we were gonna know it, compared to who? Compared to who? He said, just like Musha was. And all they're doing, that's what he's gonna make. He's gonna put him up against somebody everybody held to a high regard. Musha. Isn't that right? People want to sit in Musha's seat. So they looked at, they said, man, right here, he was faithful in everything he did. And that right, he was trustworthy. Whatever you committed to him, that's what he did. He said, just like Musha. What else happened?
For he has been counted worthy of more kabul than Musha.
Y'all see that? What happened?
Just as the one having built the Beth.
Just as the one that did what?
Having built the Beth.
Tell them what happened, son.
Has more kabul than the kabul of the Beth.
See that? That's what he said. He said the one that built it got more honor than the house itself. Ain't that right? Look at Elohim. All this stuff he built, you can see how beautiful it is. Who you think we give more homage to? This stuff for him. He said that man was counted worthy of more honor. Let's see what 4th chapter say, 4 and 1 that same book. Listen.
Therefore, since a Shabbat still remains of entering into his rest, please let us Yara, lest any of you shall see his times being delayed.
Y'all see that? So, since we see this happening, therefore, since a promise still remains of entering into his rest, please let us. That's what you don't do. That's how you can go against him. He taught us in the book of Marshall in the 1st chapter, probably about verse 13, 5, 6. He said that's the beginning of wisdom, the fear of Yahuwah. That's what wisdom started at. See, when you get that fear, that's what you need first. That fear, you start to realize, I don't want to cross. That's why I told you need to learn what you do and don't do. I don't need y'all to be there to see me to make sure I ain't trying to cheat, I ain't trying to lust, I ain't trying to sleep with no kid. Hey, watching. sees dead people. That's all he do when he see everybody. You good as dead. That's all he see. You keep doing it, you good as dead. So that's what you consider. He see, and the thing you watch with him even more than that, not just what he watched at the physical. He tried to log. He tried to log. I told on Twitter, somebody had clicked it. I seen, you know, you said a little picture. When I hit that picture, man, look at him. That girl had her tonsils out. Yes, sir. She had her butthole open so wide down. She had her tonsil put out. I guarantee they ain't look back. That was it. And you know what? Nobody would have known it either. He watching.
That's right.
He see dead people.
That's right.
Yeah. He got to try the law.
Yep.
See if you'll play with it. Ain't nobody but me and that. I'm just checking. I'm just making sure is that really what I saw. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's where stuff. If you don't get that, you ain't gonna do no good. You go ahead and try. You keep trying. You're not gonna do no good. You gotta get a feel of it.
That's right.
Man, sometimes I eat. I can't kind of get my food back up. For some reason, listen. It just make me consider. Take a minute before I get settled. You know what you look at? Son, it's too easy to kill you. It's too easy to kill you. You worry about somebody carjacking you? About somebody breaking your house and doing something? It's son, I hit you with one blow. I say, and I kill you with a swallow. See, it's stuff you need to start fit, but you need to be put in a situation where you can see it's him and him alone. It ain't you. See, in my youth, when I was stronger and I could do things, I felt like if you guard yourself right, you good. He let me know that's fool's gold. Nobody can guard themselves against him. You can't lock yourself up nowhere. He can't come get you. You got a heartbeat. You breathe. You're too easy. Everything you got has a rhythm. And he already do is say, I can change that rhythm. Mm-hmm. You go to any doctor, they tell you got an irregular heartbeat, that's going to be serious. They're going to tell you we got to do a lot of monitoring. Your breathing out, they're going to tell you that's not normal. That's dangerous. They'll come in and tell you what he's been trying to tell you. That's real dangerous. And you too close to death. You don't play with a man like that. You ain't gonna believe the people you found with irregular heartbeats and heart attacks and stroke. You ain't gonna believe it. That's the first time it ever happened. He said, I know it. I see dead people. But see, until you get that, you ain't gonna never stop playing with it. You're gonna keep trying it. You'll see what you can get away with. Cause after a while, no. That man just sitting high and looking low. That man see everything. He asked y'all, he said, can any hide himself in secret places that I don't see him? He said, is there any way? He said, can a man hide himself in secret place where I don't see him? I mean, come on. He was going down to Sodom and Gomorrah because he wanted to see whether the thing was so. But he already let him know, get him out. He was exactly right, didn't he? Ain't no 50 righteous in there. I already know before I go down to see it. I know that's what you need to see. I'm moving, you don't see it. I know you're a man. I know how you were at. You're going to assume I done jumped the gun. You don't realize he looked, I see way down the road. A lot of stuff he had to do for us. You got to be able to see it. Abraham can go on and talk. When he said if it be 50, I'll spare it. I already know it's not 50. I don't want to bother it. If it be 40. If it be 40, I'll spare it. Please don't get upset with me. What if it be 30? If it be 30, I'll spare it. So he got all the way down to 10. He said, tell me to get out. They're not there. He knows they're not there, but I know you're a man. You got to have it this way. Otherwise, see, a lot of stuff he do, because people are holding against him. People will move fast, because we got problem where we'll love people with faults because we got faults. I'm telling you, we'll love him to where we'll feel like he shouldn't do a certain thing. That's part of con. Daoud now was just rejoicing, and they were Tahalim Yahuwah, but he had gave him a strict order that nobody was supposed to touch the table. But he was dancing and he was moving, and he wound up bumping into it, and he moved. And Daoud was angry with Yahuwah. I told y'all clearly what not to do. You can't, you know what happened, how we do? When you get high in the spirit, listen, when you get drunk in the spirit, I don't know what I be doing, because I be drunk in the spirit. He told you, I guarantee you're going to be sober next time. Because what he told him, my word going to stand. Because people will feel like you get moving, you high, drunk in the spirit, it'll justify whatever you do. He said, no, the order's still the same. Order's still the same. See, he struck people down right on his word, and there were people he looked at. I didn't kill you at that point. And you trying to figure, I'm confused. One writer even told her, said the people that was in the wilderness, so they found Con. See, the people who realized what Con was were the people he didn't kill. He didn't kill all of them. He killed enough of them. Those people realized, I should be dead. I should be dead. That's how they understood Con. They realized, I should be dead. He told you that people found Con in the wilderness. You look at all the people died, there were people found Con. Let's see what he told them. See that Alah Ha Dabarym 1 and about 7. They call it Deuteronomy. Y'all all right? Y'all don't know, boy, if it was such a lob in y'all, man, that y'all was to call this man always, and you just consider your latter end. It's just a matter of time. That man be on you so fast, so quick. Whoo. Everybody, your day number. This is a good time. I got good young people. I ain't got no bad young people. They good young people. They got things they got to learn. They got to issue out. They got to do like some of us. We made some mistakes, but they won't make them. I don't want to make some mistakes we made. That some of them you won't make it back out of. You made that one mistake, and that one mistake could be the one to end your life. But y'all want some advice? One of y'all gonna cross that threshold. You're gonna do it. He's gonna take your life from you, but he's gonna do it because the other one's gonna realize from it. You know what I'm gonna tell every one of y'all young people? Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you, but it's gonna have to happen. Because at the end of the, let me tell you something. Make no mistake. I know how y'all want it to work. It's not gonna work that way. Only way it's gonna work that you're gonna believe it, he's gonna have to take somebody. He had to take them. That's the only way people gonna see it. Think about it. When somebody fall dead and you know, I was worse than that person. And he took them. It's that serious. He just show you, listen, I have recome on whom I have recome. He said, I harden myself against whom I harden myself. That's when you get a fear for him. Because you don't get to choose. I won't recome. He said, I don't have that on no menu. I give it to whom I will. Nobody who ready, who wanted to be hard, who want to harden? You ain't gonna believe it. I give it to you. Same thing he did with the Torah. He said, I set before you life and death. I set before you all on, I set Baraka. He gave you opportunity. He said, choose it. Choose. He told you, I want you to choose the Baraka and live. But guess what we did? That's why he had no problem doing it. He said, I told you. Listen, I'll fix it when you go out. Everything will work for you. When you come in, things will work for you. Your seed will multiply. Listen, if you put something down, it won't do nothing but grow. And you ain't gonna believe we chose. Let it die. I don't want my kids to live. And I want everything bad in the world to happen to me. You did. You had to choose it. Because we didn't choose what he told us. He gave an option. Choose, trying to show you with the Torah. That's how dumb the Abbos was. People who clearly sat here and watched it. How many of y'all done seen 24,000 people die at one time? They did. Still didn't change it. They watched have y'all ever watched the rocks open up and it just swallow people and close back? It's one thing, you might have watched on TV, open and close back. What that make you do? You see that? You think about it. Did it just open up and swallow these people? I got to get right. But if it ain't in here, if your intent ain't here in here, it don't matter what you see. That's like when the rich man, when he wanted to go back and tell his brother, he told him, they got the Torah and they got the Nabim. If they don't hear them, he said they won't hear one if he rolled from the move. Everybody keep talking about, if I'd have seen it, you would have seen it because it would have opened up and you'd be dead. That's Con again. Mm-hmm. He looked there with no excuse for these people. These people walked right with a man he chose. He couldn't have told these people, this man here's my boy. Everybody come here and watch this man. I favor this man. Y'all need to hear this man. And guess what they chose to do? That's us. Don't think if you'd have been back there, it'd been no different. You'll be the same way you are today. It don't matter until something finally pricks your mental and really gets in here and you start to consider, my life attached to this stuff. My life attached. And since I only got one, and my life attached to so much stuff, it's a certain way I gotta walk. It's a certain way I gotta believe. It's a certain way I gotta function. Because I ain't trying to die the lone one. But if you don't consider that way, and you feel like you got time, all you gotta remember, he see it. He sat high, but he looking. So what did he miss? What did he miss? Come on, man. You hide, but the man come back and call and you can hear him. I already know what you done. I want to see what you're going to tell me. I came back for my spot. What Adam did is what we going to do. That man going to sit back, he going to call you, and you going to answer. He even told you that. He said he going to call, and I'm going to answer. Because he going to have a desire to the work of his hands. That's why he came to call him. I'm coming back for my spot. What do you mean? I'm coming back for judgment from now. That's where you getting your sentencing from. Come on. This is 1 and 7. Back me up to about 5. 1 and 5. Alah Ha Dabarym. Listen.
Across the Yarden in the Arats of Moab, Ushah undertook to expound the Torah, saying,
across what did we say Yarden was? Flow down. So across the flow down into the land of Moab, which is of the Father, Ushah undertook to expound this Torah, saying, which meant he was explaining it, teaching it to him. Yahuwah?
Our all spoke to us at Koreb, saying, you have stayed long enough in this har.
So you've been here too long. What do you want me to do?
Turn and take your journey and go to the hill country of the Amorites and to all their neighbors in the Arabah, in the hill country and in the lowland and in the Negba, and by the sea coast, the Arats of the Canaanites.
Negib. He said Negib. That's in the south.
Negib. And
so
by
in the south. What do y'all know about the south? Dry and hot. That's what Negib means. The south. That's what it is. These I'm sending you to a dry place. It's hot and it's dry. That's what people say, man, I hate the south. It's hot and it's dry. That's what they knew about it. The Negib love knew that. That's the south. Hot and dry. That's how people knew how to mark certain territory. They knew what it was. Hot and dry is the south. Hello? We look at the north, what they look at with that Southon. No, that's hidden. It's hidden. That's what they knew about it, hidden. We talked about it in Yachazaqal, what they call Ezekiel, when he told him to dig through the walls. He had him to do it to the door in the north. And he showed them everything that was hidden in them. Look at those people up there. That's all they do is cover up and hide in the north. The Yom, that's the west. They noisy. That they knew about it was noisy. The Yom, that's what they tell you, get chaos, they can get noisy, confused. Look at them folks in California. You ain't gonna find no more confused people like that. You ain't gonna find no more hiding people like up in the north. You ain't gonna find no more hot, dry niggas down the south. And that Kadim, east, that's in the front. They knew that was in the front. Come on.
The land of the Canaanites in Lebanon, as far as the great Nahar, the Nahar Euphrates.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have placed the Arats before you. Go in and possess the Arats which Yahuwah shall to give to your Aboth, to Abraham, to Yachazaqal, and to Jacob, to them and to their descendants after them.
So when we look at this, these people he told them to turn and take their journey, these were people that was in Bamar. These are the people that did Moot. See, the people in Bamar, they found Khan. He gave them favor. So even when he come back in his chastisement and his destruction on these people, he give you favor. Y'all know there's some bad storms gonna happen out here today. They've been telling the news, they talking about these bad storms coming through, how they gonna whip through and go. They've been coming through. You see how they hadn't hit you? He been giving you Khan, and only you know it, because they've been destroying and wreaking havoc on these other people. Mm-hmm. How's you gonna understand it unless you see it fall on somebody else? Mm-hmm. Hello? That's why we understood it was Khan when we saw Yahushua. Everything we seen laid on him was should have fell on us. He let that fall on somebody else. But you guys take advantage of stuff. You'll keep pushing the envelope. You'll keep trying. You won't submit. You won't give yourself over to him. And you'll put yourself in a situation where he look at, okay, I got to make an example. I got to kill somebody. I got to strike that. Don't y'all know all of us should have been dead? These people found Khan. All those people should have been dead. Whether he got angry with him for 10 times, but what if you tried in 5? What if you tried them 7? What if you tried them 8? What about you when Yahushua, when he was told to cast himself, when Satan told him to cast himself down, how many times that would have been for him to do that? How many times he would have tried it? Just to give me a number. That would have been his first time. And he didn't do it. He could have said, well, I still got 9 more times. He said, Ren, you ain't supposed to tempt him. See, he stayed with what was written. He ain't like us. He ain't pulled a nigga. Man, I'm glad the Lord let me cut off at 8. He said, I never did 1. He could have jumped down at 1 time. He let the people, listen, they did it 10. Surely I got 9 more left. At least I got 1 more in my belt. If he cut them off in 10, and this is my only one I do, surely I got some more. He told them it was written. You're not supposed to tempt him. You're not going to believe how many times we done got away with it. More than, how many of y'all ain't got but 10? I can't raise my hand. I know I'm way over. You ain't going to believe it. We found con too. Now, has he given us this con that we should continue in Kataim? Elohim said no. You would be stupid to continue in it. He said, how can we, he done delivered, how can we even function anymore in it? That's what he looked at them people when they came out. You can't, at that point he looked at, you can't function in screwing up again. There is no way you can screw up again. This is what he's looking at. You couldn't possibly want to screw up, and you can't believe it. They did it anyway. But because of the Shabbat he made unto Abraham and Yachazaqal and Yaakov, he realized something. I couldn't kill all these people off. Mushah told him that. He said, you'll kill all these people as one man? If he'd done that, where would the seed gonna come from? See, sometimes you don't realize he'll keep you around to be an incubator. That's why you gotta be real careful. Listen, the man gonna keep his word. That's why he told Mushah to go. He said, in the Yom, I will visit them. And he did. He came right there and visited them, and they paid for it later. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all now. You can't continue to keep doing the same thing, people, and trying to get a different result. At some point, you have to change what you're doing. You got to reconsider, reassess. You got to start looking at things. Why don't I fear this man? Listen, Moot is all around us. This entertainer, listen, the killing. Did somebody say that? A mother and her daughter killed a grandmama. I think they decapitated her, or they ate her. It was somebody, I think, and then ate the lady. Boyfriend ate, what happened? The girlfriend decapitated, they ain't the only one. They also had a mother and daughter that killed a grandmother. And they cut her up. They dismembered her. They had another one, somebody killed him, I think, and they started eating the body or something. Yeah, okay, listen. The man done told y'all what's going to happen. Listen, a man foes. You think, are you looking for your daughter and your grandchild to kill you and cut your body up? You thinking that's going to be for some fool out in the street. That's got to be for somebody you don't even know with a mental problem. Your own child that proceeded out from you and your grandchild. Grandkid love their grandmother. The fact they'll conspire together to kill you and cut you up. This the world you in, but these your kids you're raising. You think I believe that this was something that happened out of ordinary? Grandma knew what kind of kids she had. Grandma knew what kind of grandkids she had. But they just love, I love my granddaddy. She's seen them. People don't just jump up. I know, I'm in on you, there's some new stuff, people jump up out of nowhere out the closet. You saw the behavior, and you overlooked it. You played with them long enough instead of cutting them off. A lot of people, that's the same thing he tried to tell Ali about his son. He said, you wouldn't restrain him. He saw him. When the women would come to get their offering, he said he would lay with them. Because they had to come before the door. The dog, they couldn't come inside, so they had to wait on the Kohan. He come and he see him wait. He said, get me a shot. And he told him, he said, I'm angry with you because you didn't restrain him. That's why Ali got cut off, because he never did it. He said, you wouldn't restrain your son. The people abhor even giving it, they abhor giving it, they even come give an offering to Yahuwah. Because they got sick of them taking it. When they get it, they would never follow the custom. They take it. And you ain't going to believe it. Them boys ain't no worse than you. Because you won't do right either. He despised them boys. He despised him for not restraining them. That's all he looked at. Why wouldn't you restrain him? He tried to talk to him like we do. He said, the thing you do is not to. I talk to him like you do with your kid. I talk to him. They ain't getting no better. Most of y'all so cynical. You don't want to know your kid right, do you? You help make them right. And when they fall back on you and they take you down, they take you out, that be what you already done established. See, you too worried about trying to be a friend to them. You need to be a parent first. Your kid don't need no friend. They already got imaginary friend, cartoon friend, other friend. They'll make the super friends. They got too many friends. They need a parent. They need somebody to be concerned about. I'm concerned about your future. That's bottom line. You can ask them, what you trying to do? What you trying to do? Okay, you're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. That's bottom line. Listen, you're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. Isn't that right? That's your bottom line. Can't leave no hands no kid. That makes no sense. But I know it's a new generation today, and everybody got to kind of let them go in. They got to kind of do their own thing. They got to learn like I did. They got to get out there and smoke dope and get on crack, go to jail 50 times. That way you're going to learn. You can't be that stupid. If your parent tell you that, leave your home. Leave your parent. That your parent be okay if you go to jail and you get on crack so you can learn. That is retarded. Mm-hmm. Anything, I'm trying to keep you away from it. You did it, slap me in the mouth. Don't ever repeat what I did. I know what I did. I'm telling you what you ain't gonna do. Hello? I'm just telling you, people don't look. Let me tell you something. That's your responsibility. He told you children just like arrows in the hand of a person with a bow. When you get that, you determine where you're trying to shoot it at. You ain't, where am I gonna shoot this at? I'm just gonna shoot in the dirt. If I shoot in the dirt, where it go? It went nowhere. You did all this and aimed at the ground. Where is it going? That's where your kid going, nowhere. Because you're gonna just let them make all this in. You got to cultivate. You got to talk with. You got to know where your kid at, what makes sense, what's logical for them. Make sure they understand what they're doing and understand the importance of, you need to make sure you got your fundamentals with your creator. That's the only way you're going to do anything successful. You can get something, that thing, he'll crumble it. Yeah. Who sent that video of Yellow Freight when that guy was now going off and losing it? Yeah, would have been me. Yellow Freight had been shut down. 30 years gone. That's what Yahuwah do. 30 flat years, retirement, everything union, and shut the door, let them know you won't get a dime. Yep. Yahuwah do that. You know that you spend your will for 30 years, you think in your mind, 30, yep. I'm finna get ready to walk. I'm finna be straight, retire, me and the wife, what we gonna do? Yahuwah shut the doors on you. Yep. Listen, what that man intend to do, that's what he gonna do. You can say, listen, the best thing you do first, I can't say this enough. You need to establish you a relationship with him. Y'all got me? We have Abarym, Abraham, Yachazaqal, Yaakov. Don't go try to do that. He got that. You need to establish you a relationship that's conducive to what Abraham, Yachazaqal has said, that he'll acknowledge that. Y'all got it? He made a Abarym with Daud. It did not oversee. It coexisted. What's the word? I'm trying to think of this word. I think it's commental. See if that's Commental. Yes. See that? I'm thinking that's what I want to say. Let me say. Commental. That one come in. Ental, I think it is. It's saying no. Okay. Let me say comical. Let me say that. No, that's gonna be different. No. Don't worry about it. Anyway, it deals with coexisting together without hampering or taken away from. And the problem becomes with us, that's something we don't know how to do. So we'll establish this relationship when we're trying to get something that can exist with him. Y'all got it? Without impeding upon or without infraction. And a lot of times people will try to establish their own thing, but you don't realize it goes against premises he's already established. So what we're trying to say there all have to coexist inside of what he set up. Y'all got it? That's what Daoud had, and what he established Daoud, it never took away because it was to Abraham and to who was it?
The seed.
And we wound up looking at Yahushua was the seed of Daoud, which took nothing away from Abraham or what he established. This have set him up more or less for now being an emperor. Coming from Abraham, we never looked at his seed being an emperor. But when he set up the Abarym, he set up with Daoud, it wound up now, it all was making the seed come where they existed together. It took nothing away. It's the same thing with Yahushua. People don't realize why they came along. Him and Yahuwah were able to exist together without injuring the other. To show you how that worked, we're looking at two operating inside the same system without an infraction. Now, when Asu, who they call Esau, and Yaakov existed together inside the same room, how did that work out? They were struggling. There was constant bickering with them, even because they couldn't exist together until he came and he said, I have to separate you because you can't exist together. But with Yahushua and Yahuwah, he took nothing away from him. Being an emperor took nothing away from, it took away nothing from Elohim. Y'all got it? And what you don't realize, some of the stuff you do, it'll infraction against what he's already set up because you don't understand how things work. They have to coexist together. Just like when he said nature, all the things he said, all those things were able to exist together in the gun. The only infraction came in when Adam went against. They were all working together inside the same gun. That's what he's trying to, it can all work together if it just follow the orders. But when you set up your own way, that's the only thing that happens. Once they set up their own way, we can't exist together. That's why the Ben, who they call the son, Yahushua, he constantly kept trying to reiterate the importance of the Father. If you're a son, then you proceed out from the Father. He lets you know, I came out from the Father. I'm the son. I got to tell you, the son, I came out from the Father. I have to give homage to the Father. Hello? Now, you ain't gonna believe it. Now, when the son do the thing that pleased the Father, he'll put some of his caboodle upon. He said, look at my son. He's just like me. I was the same way. Look at he'll chip off the old block. Because he's proud of the works of the performance of the child. That's why he would give it. Listen, I'm well pleased with it. He was a son to be proud of. You? Yeah. Yeah. He says, a stink in my nostril. It's a bad smell you give off. See, you don't realize when you do things, it gives off aroma. Aroma. Certain aromas let you know. How doo-doo smell? You say, who got that doo-doo? No. You are the smells that are savory, smells that are pleasing, appealing. He said your attitude does that. Your workmanship does that. He says, a stink in my nostril. I hate the smell of it. You ever got something you hate the smell of? Y'all got anything you hate the smell of it? So you smell it, you're like, I hate that smell. You ain't gonna believe it. Every time he see you performing, I hate it. Because you always do the things that go against. So we learn how to do things like he said, when a man weighs, that's how he make be at peace with you. That's how he give you shalom. And give you shalom with things around you. See, you trying to do it yourself, it ain't gonna work. I'm trying to move to the hot country. He said, I'll get you in the hot country. I'm trying to get down the valley, get in the basement. I'll let it collapse on you in the basement. So you learn how to, if you do things that please the man, he said, I'll protect, listen, I'll let everything fall right around you and you'll still keep standing. Go figure. See, we keep trying to build our own way. The only way to be, where's the best place to go live at right now for safety? In the United States. Okay, in another country. What country safe? He burning millions of acres, and millions of acres are burning in Canada. Where you gonna go that's safe? What you gonna go to Kibalan? Flood, starvation, disease. Now you got an eye flu. What is an eye flu? Get in your eye, and your eye got the flu. Nowhere you can go. Viruses travel in the air. Ain't nowhere off limits. When we gonna just break down and just live right?
That's right.
Instead of keep trying to strategize to get away, why don't we strategize to just do right so the man can keep us wherever we at?
That's right.
There's no place safe. That's like when he talk about all table full of famine. So that there's what?
No place clean.
And that's what I'm trying to find, a clean place to go stay and eat. No place clean. Now we got to really start looking at what we doing, how we fix this, how we come in, and what corrective measure we going to put into place for our continued existence. This man's at the brink of cutting everybody off. How much longer y'all think the world going to keep taking this heat? I was talking to a Confederate state for that. He did tell me to give y'all, tell y'all shalom my heart. They've been in Phoenix, Arizona, they've been 114.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
114. They've been hot. He said they wake up in the morning, I think what he said, about 6 or so, it's already 100 degrees. Before the sun comes, it's 100 degrees. It's 114. About 2 in the morning, he says 94. He said, it's burning. I mean, Arizona, I remember years ago, it got hot up there. The roads were melting. The asphalt started turning back. Listen, loosen the asphalt. Break it back down. That asphalt, listen, it's so hot. Listen, he bring it back. That's what he do. Listen, he putting all this stuff back. We have played long enough. We have fought this man. We have rationalized, tried to justify what we've been doing. It ain't working. That's why he keep destroying that place. It's not working. He not buying it no more. He don't watch that long enough. We've lied long enough. I'm going to get serious. I'm serious this time. We're not serious. We're not serious until he kill off enough people, and then you'll get serious. Till he takes something out of your hands that you really love, you really care about. Then you'll know. See if that Yachazaqal right quick, the 24th chapter. See that 24 what I want. See if at 24 and 9. Yachazaqal they call Ezekiel. I try to let y'all go. Some of y'all already been gone. Don't worry about it. Oh, you've been gone. You just don't know it. It bad you a lie, that man that counted you out. That's why I'm trying to fight to make sure I get this right. I'm really trying to stay on, meditating on, make sure I get it right. I try to sing y'all like Yun Palau, just try to, we just got to do something different. It's just being honest, you can't keep living the same way you're going, especially if you ain't getting it right. It don't make sense. And if you're getting it right, you trying to make sure, if you're smart, listen, everybody needs to stay on to get it right. Whoever right, you need to stay right. Whoever ain't right, you need to get right.
That's right.
There's no excuse now. I'm telling you, I told you now. If you filthy, he said, I want you to be filthy still. He told you, if you Sadiq, you better stay Sadiq. It ain't no time to let it go. I'm gonna just try it one time before I go. You mess around, that man catch you and leave you out there, you'll never make it back. It's too late now. We got to get it right. If that man done already graded and say he ain't taking about it, where they gonna leave you at? He said, I already done picked what I'm getting. I marked what I'm getting. The rest of it, you can kill it. In the book of Kazum, y'all don't even know, you don't pay attention. He had them to go down and he took an inkhorn and marked everybody he would keep.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. He been watching. He said, look, he had in Yachazaqal, he told him to go and take one and mark.
That's right.
He said, mark everyone on that side. Everyone that cried. He said, when they hear the tidal, when you tell them, say, he getting ready to destroy and kill their people. Oh, goodness. Some people say, it is what it is. He said, I'm killing that one. I'm killing it. It is what it is. I'm going to kill him dead. The ones that cried, they saw the tide and they heard the tide. I'm going to keep them. The other ones, I'm going to kill them. Because it don't matter. It's like, they're like, it don't matter. It is what it is. He's just trying to scare us. Yeah? It's going to be real scary when you sit in the my pot and man put you in, and he put you in Sheol. Get it right now, burn later. Those are your options. Let's save that what I want. 24, what I said, 9.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Therefore, thus says my Adon Yahuwah, woe to the Dom city. I also shall make the pile great. Heap on the wood, kindle the fire, consume the basar, and mix in the spices, and let the bones be burned.
Y'all hear what he said? This is some meat he done took and put in a cauldron in a pot. Yachazaqal. 24. What verse I had you start at? 9?
9, yes, sir.
Listen.
Then set it empty on its coals, so that it may be hot, and its bronze may glow, and its filthiness may be melted in it, its rust consumed.
Mm-hmm.
She is wearied with toil, yet her great rust has not gone from her.
Mm-hmm.
Let her rust be in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
In your filthiness is wickedness,
Mm.
because I would have cleansed you, yet you are not clean.
You see that? He said, I would have cleansed you. They took some meat and cut it up, and they were supposed to put it in the pot and boil it. Some of y'all probably don't know about it. Some of you cook. You probably don't know. You microwave. But you can boil certain meat you put in, and you'll see that film come on the top of that pot, and you would take that off. You like that's unclean, maybe when you take it off. This is what he was trying to show them. To take that off and just take that scum. I call it scum, just take it off. And the pot will burn and the rust at the bottom of it. And he looked and set it off and let it glow. It was hot and put it, he said, it's still there. Got to burn it off. He tried to tell them, I would have cleansed you. He was using a form of trying to show them, it don't matter what you do, it still ain't clean. That's what, see, a lot of stuff they saw, they couldn't figure it out, but they were just looking. And they knew certain things as being people, but they didn't realize he was trying to show them, this is you. He said, I would have cleansed you. That's what he was doing him. That's why you boiling the meat. You trying to boil out. For instance, you trying to boil it, clean it, get the blood out of it, get it out of the scum. You don't see that bubbling up at the top. You just take that out the top. And who eats that? Get what he's trying to show them. He said, this you. And that's what he's trying to show you. When I put the heat to you, all your scum come to the top. But you're not clean. You the pot that rust. See, they don't use them old cast iron skillet no more. They'll see that rust. You said how to have that like that on that bottom, have that hot. It'll cook and it'll stay on there. He said that's you. See, fire you for purifying, but he's trying to show them, no matter what I do to you, you're not clean. I would have cleansed you, but I'm trying to show you your filthiness is still with you. Let's see what happens.
You shall not be cleansed from your filthiness again until I have spent my wrath on you.
That's what he said. Guess the next time you're going to be cleansed. After I put my wrath on you. I done already tried this. He's trying to show you. You see how it ain't working for this? It ain't working for you. You know this time. Do it again. Do it again. Then see if it worked this time. He said, not till I pour my wrath out on you. Come on.
I, Yahuwah, have spoken.
And what you probably ain't going to do it, though.
It is coming, and I shall act. I shall not relent, and I shall not pity, and I shall not be sorry, according to your Dabarym.
You know what he said? It's according to your way. Relent me, I'm not going to break on what I said. It went out of my mouth. I'm going to do it. It's like the old folks, they said something out their mouth in the country, that was going to happen. Y'all know, you from the country, them old folks, some of y'all young, them old folks, it come out of their mouth. They said, you best believe it. He said, it came out of my mouth. He said, I'm not going to relent, meaning I'm not going to let up. See, they saw that with Daud. When after Daud had numbered the people. See, Daud asked for it, he wanted to fall in the hands of Yahuwah. And when he fell in the hands of Yahuwah, Yahuwah sent a Mathatyahu down. And that Mathatyahu struck the people. And people were dying. And Daud cried out to him and told him, these people hadn't done nothing. Let it fall on me in my house. Yahuwah seen it. He told the Mathatyahu, he told him to hold his hand, stay your hand. He stopped him for him. He stopped him for it, Daud. He stopped him. Just stop it. He saw what afflicted the people, said, stop it. He just told you, he said, I ain't going to relent. I ain't going to let up. Listen, when I start killing y'all, nothing going to move me. Nobody going to stand in the gap. Nobody going to stop it. I'm just going to be continued. Listen, I'm not, you know how later you do something, you might say. I remember my mom whooped me. Sometimes she'd whoop me so good, she'd come in and she'd sit on the edge of the bed. She'd come and she'd sit on the edge of the bed. They'd let me know how I made her just mad. You know what I'm saying? She had went that far as she did, I guess she thought about it sometimes. You don't remember that? She'd come and sit on the foot of my bed. And knew it had hurt me. It had really hurt me. It had happened. She wanted to just sit and just talk to me a little bit and just let me know. One all the time, they'd let you know. Because you felt, you know what he said? I ain't coming to sit on your bed. I'm not going to be sorry what I'm going to do to you. I'm not going to let up. You're going to be saying let up. I'm not going to let up. See, he was letting them know that these people need to see this because he tried to show them, just like this pot and this meat, you see how the scum keep coming up? He said, this you. And I tried to cleanse you. The pot, when you said it, you see that black, he said it won't come off, the rust. He said, that's you. I can't get it off of you. So this time I know what I'm going to do. When I pull my wrath out on you, I'm not going to be sorry. I'm not going to let up. Not till I poured it out on you. So it was things they had to consider when they hear stuff like this. That this man saying, because typically we could usually move him when he see we start breaking down, we call on him. He said, it's not going to work. I'm going to be consistent. Because he looking at, you consistent. I've been calling you and you wouldn't answer. So you've been consistent. I'm going to be consistent. You ain't been sorry. I'm not going to be sorry. And I'm going to do it according to all your ways. So what I'm going to measure out of you said, this is like too much. Consider your ways. Because I'm only going to do it according. You got to remember, he has to stay Torah. Eye for, tooth for tooth, foot for foot, rail for rail. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure out what you've done. You didn't know how much you had, did you? Man, I remember sometimes you're a little kid, you didn't know, like you go to, y'all know, we had the candy man down there, cookie place, you didn't know money. You give somebody, how much I get for that? Man, go in there and get the cookies. Then he get it, start putting the cookies in the bag. He weighs out, because I wonder how much you get for a nickel. You don't look, you don't know, you put it up there, or a quarter, man, just start putting the cookie. And he put in the cookie according to how many you got. He don't give me back 25 pennies for a quarter. He give me so many cookies. Them pennies he give me, he might throw me a couple of extra now. Isn't that right? According to what you've done. You've been pretty good. And I'm measuring out what you got. And I'm looking at you thinking, I got all that for a quarter? And sure, he said, you finna get all this for what you done. I'm gonna measure. It's amazing stuff he put back in your mind you remember doing. Because sometimes you know the value of it. You're a little kid, you don't know the value. You want to know, you'll put, what I get for this? So the man who, or the lady, I got to show you how much you get for that. Like you go to church, you had all them tickets. How many kids going, they give them tickets? How many I get? Now, something that they got, you got to let that, what I can get for this, you looking. And they look down here and say, well, you can get one of these, and get two of those. You say, can't get one of, you get one, you said, because that's what you worked out. That's what you got. Get what he's showing them. This how many tickets they got. They want to know how much they can get for them tickets. How much they can get for a quarter. He said, this is what you get. You get, I'm gonna be relentless. I'm not backing off of you, and I'm not gonna show no pity to you. Come on, finish up. They don't like this.
And according to your deeds, I shall shafet you, declares my Adon Yahuwah.
That's how I'm a judge. Anybody how you getting it, that's according to your deeds. Listen.
And the Dabar of Yahuwah came to me saying,
what did he say?
Ben of Adam, behold, I shall take from you the desire of your eye with a blow, but you shall not mourn, and you shall not weep, and your tears shall not come.
You ain't believe it. What you think they were going to look at? That don't even bother that man, his wife just died. See, how you understand everything? Well, you just heard a Ruach told you, I ain't going to repent, I ain't going to be sorry. Do me a favor, one of y'all, come from. Can you do me something? You pretty one. Show me 5 fingers. Show me 10. Lift up a left arm. All right? Put the right arm down. Turn around. You can let both hands turn around. So he ain't stupid. Can you blink your eyes? Okay, all that good. Show him a sad spirit. Sad Ruach. Go put the chick up here, man. Come. My brother Jack called. Come. What wrong that man said? You a man. We don't know what a Ruach look like when it won't relent or it don't feel sorry. He said, okay. He said, Ben of Adam, son of Adam, I'm finna take away your wife with one blow. Don't cry. And don't cover your mouth. They were looking at him because they want to see, like, that man, why is he dying? He look like it ain't nothing to him. Because I just told you I was going to be relenting. I told you I wasn't going to repent. I told you I wasn't going to be sorry. So I took that man's wife and I told him don't do it. And everybody going to see this. Let's see what happened.
Groan, but be silent.
You hear that? You hear what he told him? Do what now?
Groan.
And do what?
But be silent.
What happened?
Make no mourning for the moot.
You hear that? Don't mourn for the dead. What else?
Bind your turban on you and put your shoes on your regal,
You see that? Go ahead and tie your hair, and put your sandals on your feet. Go ahead.
and do not cover over your mustache, and do not eat the lakam of anashim.
You hear that? He said, don't eat the bread of men. That bread they have for so you know how folk had that little food they sit down and eat after folk died. He told them don't eat it and don't cover your mouth. Go ahead.
So I spoke to the in the morning.
You saw what he did? He spoke to when?
The in the morning.
That morning he spoke to him, and what happened?
And in the evening,
And when the evening time came,
my wife moved.
that's when she died. And tell them how you cut the food.
And in the morning I did as I was commanded.
Listen.
The said to me,
What they say?
shall you not tell us what these things that you are doing for us?
Look at them dummies. What they did? I'm confused. What happened?
Then I said to them,
What did he say?
the Dabar of Yahuwah came to me saying,
What did he say?
speak to the Beth of Yasharal.
To the house of Yachazaqal.
Thus says my Adon Yahuwah,
This is what he said.
behold, I shall profane my Magdash, the pride of your power, the desire of your and the delight of your Nafash,
Listen.
and your Bani and your Banuth, whom you have left behind, shall fall by the sword. You shall do as I have done. You shall not cover over your mustache,
Yeah.
and you shall not eat the lakam of anashim. Your turban shall be on your heads,
And
your shoes on your regal.
yeah.
You shall not mourn, and you shall not weep, but you shall rot away in your iniquities, and each shall groan to his ox.
You see that? He said, Yahuwah say, you know what? I'm going to put it on you. He said, just like he took mine and I didn't cry, and I had to sit here and I had to take it, he going to do the same thing to y'all. He said he's not going to repent, he's not going to be sorry. That's the only way they're going to understand it. See, there's a lot of stuff I try to get y'all to understand. The only way you're going to really get it, he going to have to do it to you. How did they get it? They weren't expecting that. That's why they asking. They knew something was up. That man wife just died out of nowhere. I don't remember her sick. That man just sat on cover here and he won't eat nothing. He won't eat the food. We done brought food for the funeral. He won't even eat it. And the man going on like it ain't nothing. What is all this? He said, well, the Dabar Elohim came to me, or Yahuwah, the existing one. And he told me just like I've done, that's what he's going to do to you. He's going to defile what you love. He's going to take the pride from you. He's going to take it down, what you look at and what you love. And you're not going to be able to cry. And you're going to moan. And you're going to be to yourself and just to your op. I'm going to make you suffer. Trying to warn y'all before it comes. The man done played with it long enough. The man just been still waiting. When will the people turn? Look at these people, what they had to do to them, give them the turn. All this symbolism, they sat here and watched it. He said, you let him boil it. It just keeps coming up. He looking at it. I put you through intense care. You keep doing the same thing. He said, I would have cleansed you, but you wouldn't take cleansing. So now I got to pour out my indignation and my wrath. He said, that's when I'll cleanse you. See, once he run them through this, then they'll be ready to be purified. See, a lot of time until you lose a great deal, till you suffer a major hurt, you ain't gonna be ready. Some of y'all gonna have to lose something. Might lose your life. However the will of the Lord is, I won't be the one to tell him to turn back. Yahuwah will gonna be done. If it work out to your salvation, that's the only thing matters. So what if you can't see no more? He said, better you enter in the Kai with having your eyes out than you to go in the Sheol with both of them in. He said, well, the maggots don't die and the fire not quenched. He told you, it's better you walk in there with one leg than to have both of them to go to Sheol. Well, the maggots ain't gonna die and the fire not gonna quench. It's maggots. I know they told you worms. Not putting no worm. It's like salting. Them white maggots, they salt. He's gonna season you up for the fire. That's why we got to get it right. That's right. These young folks need to know it. Y'all young people, please don't be like us. We old and dumb and stupid. We done lived so long, we thinking, it'll get better. My God gonna get it better. Your God coming down with all the rest of these gods. Ain't gonna be but one supreme standing. That's gonna be Yahuwah. Best thing you could do is take inventory and get yourself right. Whatever you got ain't right, get rid of it. Search your law, make sure everything good. I be doing inventory. Somebody I'm still holding on to, no, I'm good. All I'm worried about, I gotta make it in. And when you get that mindset, a lot of things you can move on and start looking at adjusting. Y'all don't realize why you play with these kids and play around and wasting time and stuff. Y'all got to start discipline, put them in the plate. We're going to lose these kids. What kind of parent want to see their kid burn? Y'all do. Afraid to discipline, afraid to put your foot down, afraid they going to hate you. That's what I worry about. I'd rather they love me and burn in Sheol. Burn to me. You can hate me now, but you sit down and realize what I try to do to you. I'm the only one care about your defiance. These people don't care about you. People worry about you being their friend, maybe about you loving them, worry about you buying them something for Mother's Day and Father's Day. That stuff don't mean nothing. Buy your own stuff. If you're a parent, any parent should want the best for their child. Best for them, tell them that's not going to be profitable. We want to run them, try to put them in every athletic sport to do what? Grow to be a junkie, a raper, a killer, something stupid. They don't never try to do no good with anything. Put your foot down. How you doing in school? What you doing? How you do when I tell you something? Why I got to let you play if you get your grade right but you don't do what I tell you to do? Bump them grades. Doing what I say more important than anything. But you know what we do? You got to give them something to do. All this stuff y'all saying, Henry Grady gave me something to do. Get in there and shut up if I bust your snot knot. You ain't going to believe it. Now I shepherd y'all. You go figure. You got to play. Now how your life turned out? Because you keep letting these people make a fool out you. Let coach, maybe I go tell coach. You think I'm finna tell another nigga about my kid? Another nigga gonna get on my kid. A coach. I'm finna go tell coach. I'm that nigga you won't be scared of. I put coach in check. Mm-hmm. Right? I tell right out, I had him down there talking about bell crawler. I'm looking about. I said, who you scared of, me or that white man? So boy, you get your behind out that ground. We let coach knew. Keep looking that way. Mm-hmm. His coach knew. Don't let your mouth open up. I gotta hurt you in front of my son now. Mm-hmm. I gotta hurt you in front of my son. We not finna go back and forth. I'm gonna hurt you in front of my kid now. Man, don't play no stuff like that. No, I'm gonna talk. All right now, you do it again. I'm gonna talk to coach. Nigga, go stick a dildo in your behind. I'm talking no coach. What's wrong with you?
That's right.
I'm coach.
That's right.
Everybody keep thinking, what gonna say to these kids? Look at these guys. They been flat with y'all. So y'all get this out your mind. The average of these guys are homosexuals. I know you love LeBron James. That's a pretty Percy carry. I'm glad your kid love him. I try to get on mine. I don't know. Let me tell y'all guys, I really watch y'all. I really have a problem with y'all defending men wearing pocketbooks. Mm-hmm. This is dangerous. I know y'all play a lot, but we have fun. I really be trying to look at your psyche. Because something wrong with you. The man told you that a woman is not to wear what pertains to a man. Neither a man put to wear a woman's garment. He said everybody do it, abomination. But y'all guys love these people because y'all get so wrapped in sport. Your common sense don't even hit you. These guys wearing fingernail polish, toe polish. Oh, he great. I said, these guys sick. I can't do nothing. I can't get my men. Y'all guys so flimsy. Why? I can't imagine me defend a man carrying a pocketbook. This sick. And these kids love, they go, he's great. The man is a homosexual. This is a piss poor example in front of your kid. You paint your toenail. Are you serious? Your son, you address him as a female. Henry Gray went and let me get that earring. I was 7 years old in the barbershop. I remember where I was sitting. I was on College Avenue. We were sitting in that barbershop. We were sitting there. And they had brought me down. That man was sitting there. He was putting hole in their ear. Back then, he would put a straw through that. They were sitting there. I was 7 years. I was sitting there. I seen that man get that thing. I looked at my dad. I said, can I get an earring? He looked at me. He said, boy, you ain't no sissy. I said, God. Oh, listen. Listen, right there in that barbershop in front of everybody. That thing worked. If I was that man, I said, man, let me get that meat back and put that meat back in that hole and mash that thing back and went on out that barbershop. Man, listen. I was 7 years old. We never had that conversation again. I already knew I was 7 years old. We never had that conversation again. He laid it down right there in that barbershop, and then no man in there said, listen, it was like no man durst ask no question. Because I knew how my dad, I knew what it was going to somebody question. He'll say, I ain't no sissy. That was going to be bad. He just looked at you wasn't doing it. It's stuff they just looked at you not doing it. It's not happening. I don't care. He didn't care what nobody else was doing. You're not doing it. And we done start thinking sport. Everybody, you got to give them an outlet. Your kid must be the plug. Because I don't get where y'all get all this stuff. Everybody keep thinking, we got more of them in rape cases. Oh, yeah, John Morant is a perfect example of great role model. Stupid bastard messed up $30 million. He can't stop walking with a gun trying to throw it on YouTube. I don't know why they keep thinking sports going to save these guys. These guys get in more sexual cases. They get in more drug use. They stay in more trouble than anybody. When we were coming up, you didn't never see athletes when, Magic, you didn't hear none of this stuff. Isaiah didn't go again with a gun. Only thing we heard with Magic when that came up with AIDS, nobody heard none of this stuff. Never heard it. Now everybody is homosexual. Everybody doing the dumbest stuff. You make so much money. Why are you doing dumb street stuff? Because they're showing you, who are showing you, it's not for us. That's their stuff. They keep thinking that they got to have something, you're going to lose them. Well, I'm going to lose you. You're going to do what you need to do right here first. I ain't against sport. It's just we keep thinking this the savior of our kids. We've lost more with sport than we done regained. They can't do right. You can't tell them that. They scared. They trying to. Coach can lead them out to the worst stuff. Sandusky showed her what he do with them. They all covered it because he was a good coach. They sat him. Well, I walked in and I heard the little kid screaming, and he had the kid pinned on the wall. So why Sandusky? Why he ain't die? I walk out, catch a man with a kid pinned on the wall, have him say with it, you die today. You don't die tomorrow, you die today. A kid I hear a kid screaming, kicking on the wall, and I seen him, I'm trying to figure what he's doing. Kid butt naked screaming on the wall. I'm trying to figure. I don't know what's going on. People sick. They sick. They're sick. Let me tell you, y'all do something, hold a standard. Serve Yahuwah. We need kids to go out here and do the right thing. The problem I got with your kid ain't doing the right thing. Your kid is a numbskull. They don't pay attention. They're an idiot. They're dumb. They don't need to be playing nothing. So you already playing. Say you ain't got no brain. You got to be playing. If you this dumb, you can't get your grade. You playing now. What else you need to be playing? Oh, they don't like that. Then later on they get hurt. They hurt when somebody start putting their foot down. You get them all riled up. Then get him. They too dumb to get out of high school to go to college. Oh, they trying to live off high school. That stuff get old. That high school stuff can't carry you nowhere. You got to be able to matriculate, gone from them. And very few of them ever make pro. Then they crash again. When they get there and see how much work get on them, they don't even realize how hard it is to get your work and be a college athlete. This is the hardest thing you will do. They crash out again and flunk. Because we done told them they going to make it. You my meal ticket out. No, I made my own. Listen, I let mine play. They said, yours didn't go. Listen, mine had the opportunity. Whatever you want to do, I support it. Whenever you want to walk, you can walk. I made it clear with my boys. I told them clear, you ain't playing for me, okay? I'm busy. Anytime you want to quit, I ought to say, you should have told her that. I want you to know, I'm not that guy sitting on stand talking about, I got everything on him. Not me. I got everything on me. If there's something you want to do, I support you. But anytime you want to stop, I assure you, I got something else I can be doing. I let them know, I ain't had no hopes and dreams. They going to pay no bills and go make it do nothing. I said, whatever you're going to do, this is your life. You make the opportunity. This is your chance. You do what you're going to do. If you don't want to do it, fine. You don't owe me. I don't owe these people nothing. Push my kid. You got to do. You can't quit. Let's go. Get them folk their stuff. I got to go. I got remote start on my truck. Had that thing crunk up because I don't want to jump in no hot car. We can roll up out of here. I said, man, put that stuff on. Don't be pressing no kid. Listen, that's something you want to do, and you take care of everything else you need to do, fine. Don't be pushing that junk on no kid thinking that no delivery for them. You give them that, get them pressed. They don't need to be in there anyway. When they get in there with too many pickles, for some reason, all of them can't stay straight. Yep. These kids that flip, they just falling off too much for me. And they need to go shower at home. That's right. For some, they too weak. They just too flimsy. Now, I don't know what's going on with everybody. Everybody just losing it for some reason. And nobody want to put them points on. Why you don't want to brand my fact? My kid living right. You don't hear nobody say that. My kid a quarterback. My kid a pitcher. My kid fur baby. My kid shortstop. My kid this. Isn't that right? Man, my kid living right. I can lay my head down and know what my kid doing. I know my kid focused on it. I ain't worried about my kid out here in no game getting shot up somewhere, getting killed, out here getting the bucket. Nobody want to talk about that, though. My kid living right. That's the proudest thing to me. A parent ought to want for their kid. What about your kid jump out of the car with some lunatic drunk, or his stupid parent done gave him some convertible. Top off, he done flip around the kid. Your kid all done been decapitated. But at least your kid made the football team. They'll tell you, a lot of stuff we do, we push on these kids. You put too much on them. You got to tell you, kids don't need too much responsibility. You got to give them the right responsibility. They put too much on them. Put too much drive. I'm telling you, you're going to get us out of here. You going pro. Most of them get in there and they crack on their look. Listen, y'all don't know how many guys I done talked to. Pro, listen, unstable. I can't tell for a person. Unstable. Make me unstable. That money don't make you no better. Most they get sick of their parents ripping them off, family sticking them, always getting over on them, and they get in there and get cracked. They know no woman wants you. You know you ugly. You know it for your money. They can't decide if the woman want them or they want the money. No good, where's the money? So, nigga, you won't even talk to you. They ask themselves a question, they don't even answer. Know you ugly. Trying to act like somebody real pretty want you. Say, you serious? What everybody had for San Francisco, the ugly boy of the world had that hair with them colors in it. Y'all remember San Francisco played on defense. Jet black, he was ugly, had that gold in it. I know y'all know that boy. I know that boy ugly too. I think he played for San Francisco. He played on defense. What's the San Francisco? Y'all remember dark-skinned, had them like dread play, I think had blonde on the tip of him. I think he called him the ugly fella. He was ugly too. I'm telling you who was ugly, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller ugly. He had a nice looking wife. I can tell that boy. Said, boy, I know where you cash your check at. He don't even go to the bank. He just sticking on a draw. I know good well, but he got any friends. You look up just a, boy, you ugly. You sticking your check in that girl's drawers. See, they don't want to be no friend with them. They want to make them think they got Denny Rotten. Every piece you got, you paid for it. Don't tell the truth. Now, listen, man, you don't live your, see, you want to have company yourself. It ain't about just your look. They what people, I know they say it's just about look, but the eyes going to pick up first. You got to have character. A lot of people lack character. Sports don't build character. I don't know why these stupid people believe on foolishness like that. These guys have how much credibility. Man, this him. They read all the data. One year, Data Cowboy had, listen, everybody on the line were felons. Everybody had felons. Just terrible. These guys are supposed to say, Roman, felons. Felons. Listen, all these jokes have felons. That's all they got. These people don't care. The kid role modeling people, they don't even live a good moral life. What's your standard? You're a raper. You're a homosexual. And these kids love Odell Beckham, best receiver ever. He can jump up and do like that. When you take and pickling your behind, you can build it any kind of way you want to. And folks don't even look at that stuff. Man, it's a disgrace. Tell you, disgrace. And nobody wants to stand up and just tell you, folks, it's a disgrace. We don't have to watch it. Not entertaining you. We're not supporting no stuff like that. Listen, it's just like any other store. Somebody don't want you in their store, don't patronize people like that. Why are we patronizing people with bad behavior? You teach your kids the same thing. We're a team. Listen, man, we're not you. I know what I got to do. I'm staying right here. I'm going to stay in my era. Not supporting that stuff. It's just bad, man. The world's just bad. Why I can't get all the men stand and say LeBron James wrong? Let's look at his record. The man carries a pocketbook. That's right. Are you comfortable with this as a man? And we had to argue with this stuff. No, he better. We pocketbook. When we say pocketbook, where are we going from here? Man, y'all, it's sick people. I'm just different. I come from a generation where we couldn't do that. I just come. I'm gonna tell you, pocketbook. They're gonna look at me and say, he's still a good guy. I got a pocketbook. Is that what they're gonna say? I'm a good guy. I don't know what that happened. Man, y'all always want to find something to talk about. A man got a pocketbook. We need to discuss that. And kids watch you. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you this. What white athlete carry a pocketbook? So let me get it. White guys don't play. Let me tell you something. Whites have homosexual too. They understand certain things we know. People do what they see. Certain imagery you keep out. See, when you get to doing stuff, it's the worst stuff ever, and they're going to put it out here, and they're going to leave it like it is, because they know it's going to hurt your nation. It hurts your people. It hurts you. Imagery is everything. Everybody run down Prince and how he looked. He did. It was disgusted with that stuff on the eyes and all that stuff. They don't talk about Elton John like that. Elton John, Prince wasn't never married no man. Now, his gay clothing shouldn't have wore it. Elton John married to a man. I don't hear none of them niggas in here talk about it. White people now exist and still live and keep it moving. See, they put all your sins right in front of you. And it's your fault, because you don't have no TV media. You need your own TV station. You need enough stuff you can talk. Why Telemundo? They gonna let me come on Telemundo? Who know why? Because I'm not Spanish. Why is somebody else on BT? That's it. People gonna look at it. And Telemundo ain't gonna let no, they ain't gonna put no English up. It's Telemundo. There's no reason to put no English on. They wanna see English, they'll go watch another station. Do y'all ever watch the African station? You ain't got one, do you, nigga? See, you so busy trying to emulate everybody and trying to keep up with everybody else, you can't even create your own way. Nobody ever tried to set you down and get you to think. You can exist without hating other people, and you just need to be able to function differently. You need to be able to have your own the way you can integrate, and it's a mutual. I'm trying to set up people color. This is why I tell you why you have to separate, because you can't build yourself up and have a confidence in yourself. Most of us, we lack confidence. That's why we need the sport. That's why we need all this, because we don't have the confidence in ourselves. You don't have, what is it, what is it for me to look at and be proud of as a black man? All of my accomplishments are right here on the white rule. Control and acknowledge. But if whites don't acknowledge it, then it ain't worth not. Okay, let me see. Malcolm X. Acknowledge about white America. Great orator. Integrator of people. Hate white people. The X meant he hate white people. Who do we learn that from? I'm getting mad. I'm just telling you, you can't, it's not their responsibility. If you let not about your own people, that's you. But you got to look at where you get the source of your information from. You get it from them. Mexicans not going to let them teach them about them. Nobody does this but us. And you piss poor as a people, all of it, because we won't just sit down and say, listen, let's teach ourselves so we can be better. So then we can integrate with people and we have a confidence about ourselves. We don't have that because you don't have anything. What do you have? What you got, a black institution? All of your black institutions. You have one that has not been, you don't have one that hasn't been created and hasn't been funded and set up by somebody white. There's not one. Not one. Spelman. The Rockefellers did it. They had mixed kids. That's how they built Agnes Scott. Because they white kids who look white and favorite kind of black could not go to white university. So that's how Spelman got started. That's how Aldo University got started. All your black colleges started by white people. And they ain't to blame white people. They're just, you have nothing. You have nothing. Your degree, they had to give it to you. You don't have one been deferred on you from nobody from our knowledge. You had to get it from, what degree can you give white people? I tell you, what degree can we call, right? We can call Xi Jinping here and we can get him on our behalf. What degree? I tell you, we can get that nigga a fever. One of us get sick and cough on him. That's the only degree you can give somebody. They move from 98.6 to 103. Do you understand? You are nothing as a people. That should bother you. And you don't see the importance of why you need to establish a relationship with your creator. You can't give nobody nothing. These kids don't know. Don't worry about it. That's just me. That's just me. But listen, get what? I can do that. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate white people. I don't hate Chinese people. I don't hate white Jewish people. I'm past that. Wait, where are we going with it? Who I need to be mad with is us. We don't want our kids to fail it. Listen, when somebody sat down and tell you, listen, what we're going to do. Let's say your kid earned a 5 on the test. We'll at least give him a 55. That's the Lord will give him. You should be insulted. You know these dumb nigga parents down here think this is an uplift? You gonna tell me that? I'm gonna tell you a show y'all need to watch. Good Time. Good Time with James on now. There was an episode I want y'all to watch when Junior was getting promoted to his senior class. They asked Junior some questions and he couldn't answer them questions. They said, we're gonna ask you one more question, Junior. If you can't answer that question, we're going down that school. They asked him that last question, he got that coach, said, come on, let go. He knew he could. They got in that school, they taught them folk were trying to tell him, listen, in comedy, they tell you some truth. That white person sat there and told him, he said, well, they had a lot of kids had been failing. And they were looking at, they had to start trying, they were like, we'd rather our son get kept back and stay in the 11th grade and go to the 12th grade. And who remember that episode? They sat down and they told him, and they tried to tell him, they said, Junior, you can stay in the 11th grade, or you can go to the 12th grade like a dummy. Instead of knowing you ain't earning, go there. And he let him make it choice. What he said? I'm glad to move on with my class and be a senior next year. They were so pissed, she had to grab James. James wanted to kill him. But they try to show you, even in comedy, Norman Lear, who wrote the show, they give you a little bit to see and then show you so busy laughing, you too stupid. I put the truth right here in your face, but you so busy laughing, you missing. I socially promote you. They showed you that in the 70s on Good Time. And now you dumb niggas, they think give your kid a 55 when your kid can't get a 2. Still too stupid. How did Norman Lear able to show you that in 1974, 76? And now we finna just social promote all these kids. Who you think is gonna hurt? I try to teach y'all how to watch TV intelligently. Stop falling asleep. The people who you think these folks spent millions of dollars to create this movie just so you can laugh and play? It's a theme behind it. It's an agenda. It's a message being spewed. And you have to watch them. It's certain stuff I like to watch. I like to look at when them credits go, who came up with this music? Who were the writers? How many directors? Listen, if you watch most of your movies now, why? You see years ago, you see Paramount. You'll see all the MGM studio. Watch how many collaborate now. It'll be somebody film, somebody. I'm trying to figure out how, because we look at this as a collab. We're gonna work together to erase the common sense out of these people's minds. We're gonna dumb them down together with the music, with the dressing, everything you got. People who put this stuff, you just need to watch. It are so many people working behind the scene to mesmerize you and dumb you down and your kid. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Y'all young, a lot of stuff I'm telling you, don't worry about it. All you gotta do to show you I'm a liar, this gonna expose me now. Should I do this? This will put me out there if I do it. If I say that this is going to put me out there, it'll expose me bad. This will show me a liar. Look how successful you are. We too. Uh-huh.